Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today is 10/31/2018. Happy Halloween, and let's get right into the action, guys. Facebook, I've been keeping an eye on this one. We had a nice fade into the 150 area and into the 149 with a little bit of support right in this area here from the high pivot. Came back down, retraced back up, fell apart. But this thing is at the lower range, and everyone's hyping this thing up, even CNBC. They were talking about every analyst thinks that Facebook had great earnings as they were, as Facebook was grinding higher this morning. And then as the day moves on, here we go. We're just fading into the sunset. Will it pop up? Possibly. We are in the lunchtime hour. SPY only has 41 million on the day, so the volume is getting lighter on the SPY, and that will help the markets float. So let's get right into the SPY, though. Get a handle on these markets. 10-minute SPY holding the 20 MA. Here was the big trend line that this could not get above. This is all intraday action, guys. And what they have to do, it came back in, got to try to get it, right back in, hit it again, right back down, hit it again yesterday at the end of the day. But then Facebook had good earnings out of the blue. Or at least everybody says they're good earnings. So they gap this thing up. They get it above the 270 area, which is another key pivot. And that's what it looks like we're holding right now, as well as the 20 MA. So that's something to watch for, guys. This area here, good support. Once was resistance, becomes support around 270 or so. So let's see if that holds on the day. The IWM was fading a little bit. The Qs, everything's fading a little bit. Nothing crazy. Dow's still up 263 points. So we still have a nice rally on our hands. But we did come into the, let's go to the daily on the SPY. Came to a great area, guys. 260. I would have liked the 259.10 area, a little bit lower. Even this pivot here, around 258. I mean, 254 or 255 would have been definitely a buy. But we're still not out of the woods, guys. Still in the lower range, still trying to grind higher. This is the first, you got to get above this area first, 273.72, period. You get above that, and then possibly more, higher prices to come. Then you have the moving averages, gap fill, 50 MA, gap fill, 280. So a lot of resistance going up, just like support was coming down. So we bounced up today. Now we're, let me pull this fib out. Now we're kind of holding these areas here. Let's see where we end up at the end of the day. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. That was that trend line from the 10-minute chart and coming in. That's what we broke above today. So let's see what happens. Let's go back to the 60-minute now, different time frame. This one doesn't look as bad, guys. We had a nice gap up, going sideways in a bullish base. But here's the resistance now up in this area. Around 271.80, that's what it hit, came back down. But then you have 270 with the support. So do we just grind in this session? During this session here, here was the old trend line that I was looking at. We went through price on this, so it's not as significant as it was, down in this area. But it's something to watch out for more support if we do come down. 269.12 will be more support after 270 if we start to grind lower. So that's something to watch too as well. So. All right, guys, you know the drill. Punch up a symbol. We'll take a look at it, see if it's going to be going up or down. And let's go through some stocks, guys. Just looking at the USO again today. USO is trying, guys. Trying. We are shorting this one. We're in the driver's seat. I like this bearish pattern. But with the light volume markets, do we end up grinding up? Possibly, guys. Possibly on this. But we're in the driver's seat. I would love to see a little bit more on this. We got a nice gap fill down here at 1384. Then we have a couple gap fills down here, as well as the one down here at 1350, and then 1345 will be double bottom. If we do make it down here, I will cover half of this trade. And then when we come down into this area too, around 13 bucks, I'll probably, we'll probably sell or cover half of the half, do something like that. But right now we're in the driver's seat in this one. This one's looking good. We are in a long trade on the GLD. This one came back a little bit because the markets are, starting to supposedly stabilize, guys. So we'll see how this one works tomorrow with, watch the 114 area. If we can hold that, this should stay okay. Gosh, we started moving up. This was looking pretty good. and then the market's starting to get complacent again. And I mean, it's going up and down the markets. Nothing too crazy today, but you know, you expect a bounce in these markets, especially going into the 260, 259 area. Great support, great trend line, stuff like that. So, all right, guys, give me a symbol. Is this thing even working? I'm gonna do a test just to make sure. All right, cool. All right, let's see here. And then, all right, let's go back to Facebook. We are in a short trade on this. This one's working pretty good. It is starting to bounce a little bit. But what time is it, guys? It's the lunchtime hour. Amazon. All right, I can look at Amazon. Yeah, so we're starting to bounce on this, but we're down. We're sideways now. We're holding this support here around 149. So let's see if this holds. But, you know, we're going into the lunchtime hour. I wouldn't doubt we just go straight back up. It's pretty incredible what the lunchtime hour can do with the stocks. But if we start coming in again with the SPY, then we'll come right back down here. Cool. All right, let's look at Amazon. Amazon, like everything else, is getting a bounce. You know, this was a beat down name. You know, everyone's trying to buy the dip. But, guys, you know, when you get technical damage like this, you get sideways action, more downfall. I still think we're going to 1352. And then this little pivot here around 1267. I think this is just a short-term bounce back into the 382 retrace from the Fibonacci to this side of this low. It's got to recapture the 200 MA. Until it recaptures the 200 MA, I think this thing's going to consolidate into the next leg. Excuse me, down. And you got to be careful with the earnings on Apple and the earnings on Nvidia as well. We're not out of the woods yet with earnings, guys. Facebook, you know, supposedly they had good earnings and oh my gosh and this and that, and they're trying to talk themselves into, well, it was oversold and it's time to buy the dip, and yeah, that's what we've done for the last 2 years, and you know, blah blah blah. And Facebook starts to fade. I wouldn't doubt if Facebook goes negative today, it's going to be great for us for our trade, but just funny stuff. You know, they're trying to talk themselves into getting a trade. So Amazon, I mean, nothing really to do. If you're stuck up, you know, from the 2000, 1900 level, just hold tight. If it continues lower, I mean, eventually it will probably go to 2000 again if we get another rally. But right now, you know, markets are still in kind of sell mode. We're not there yet, guys. I mean, yeah, buy the dip 2 days ago. It looks great. After the fact, it's always easy to see on the charts. But we could have easily have dumped out 2 days in a row and been at, you know, new 52-week lows on the SPY. So, guys, I'm going slow and steady in these markets. I'm not throwing out trades because I'm bored. I'm going to throw out trades because I like the level. So, a little bit at a time here. Always earnings season. I slow down. I want to see if this market gets some direction. And again, you know, of course, it's after the fact. It's always, gosh, we should have bought the dip right here. Well, you know what? I was waiting down here at least to gap fill at 1450 or so. I still like the 1350 area. Go to the weekly on Amazon. We're trying to hold the 50 MA. That's very, very important. If we do end up holding the 50 MA, but it's got to be on the weekly close. This could stage another rally, but you got Apple, guys, on Thursday. So that's kind of the wild card for me, at least. That's keeping me out in these markets. That's just, you know, I'll do some day trades here and there. I got some short shares positions on, but nothing crazy. MCY, where the heck's that one at right now? All right, so 60. All right, cool. So yeah, so we're in this one here. We talked about the first area that we took the trade at 57.80, and then let's see here, up in this area, and then we talked about this high, and then we talked about this pivot as well. Then we have, it's not a, well, I'd have to do, we filled the gap right here, but this was the next area. And then, of course, the next area would have been 64. So, again, this is, I believe, on earnings or news. I believe it's on earnings. You know, when you take these trades, you can't just, like, load the house all in one shot. You got to go slow and steady, guys, on these trades. Let's go to the daily. I mean, look at it. I mean, straight up 3 days in a row. And then here's that area. And then as well as you have the 58.74, and then anywhere in this area too that, you know, you want to take a, you know, short position, because you come off of a nice base. It's actually a bearish base. I mean, we made a a low, higher low. This one pretty much held, then we took off, came back in, and then take off on earnings. This is where we're adding it here. That's what I do on these trades. I mean, we popped up. Let's look at the monthly real quick. Monthly, I mean, look at this stock. I mean, we're just going up, down, up, down, up, down. You have good resistance off this high pivot too, around 60 bucks. You had the 58.89, and then the pop up on earnings. So I'm going to stick with this trade, B Rabbit, and let's see what it does. I mean, it would help if the market's pulled back. If we get more pullback, this will end up dragging this down. But I'm liking what I'm seeing off this pivot here. And again, slow and steady on these names, especially on earnings, guys. This thing pops up. You don't want to do, you just want to start loading the boat. And again, with these positions, no more than 10% of your total portfolio. So on this one, you might have started with, if you were doing 1,000 shares, you might have started with 250 shares at the 57.80. And then at 61.63, where we added a little bit more, go another 250. Now you're still only in a half position. This thing pulls back, great. Pull it off and we're done. That's it. If it goes up, though, to the 64.65, then you want to add a little bit more. And our cost average will be right around, 62.50 or so right in here. And again, this is a stretched move. This thing went from 41 to possibly 65 in, well, this one was a couple of months, but let's go back to the daily. I mean, 48, you go back in August, this thing was a $43 stock. It's almost up to $60 now. That's a heck of a move. Needs a little bit of a pullback, and then, maybe upside. But we need the SPY, the IWM, the Qs to start selling, and that will help the matter. But this nice bid, nice pop on this one here, guys, into good resistance. We're going to just keep holding this one, and hopefully it will play out. But I'm in it, so if we could get a little bit more on the downside, we'll get our cost average. Average is 59.71, so we're a little bit upside down right now. It's trading. What do you expect? Sometimes I hate trading. No, I live and breathe this stuff, guys. Let's look at Facebook again. So Facebook's trying to catch a bid. They had pretty good support down in here. You had the 50 MA. You had the 149 area, and now we're getting a little bit of a bounce. But the markets are trying to get a bounce too as well, so that's helping the matter too. So maybe we should have covered a little bit here. I'm just thinking this thing's ready to fade. So watch for the fade on Facebook. We'll see what's going to happen here. All right, let's look at LABU. So LABU, lower end of the range. Sorry, guys, a little congested today. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? Look at that. Down, sideways, leading to more down, more pain. I mean, this is a huge bearish pattern, guys. Little choppy, sloppy up at the end here. Look what this thing's been doing. So we shoot up, we come back down. We go back to double top, come back down. Go back to double top here, come back down, start chopping, and then boom. But the markets were dumping, so this is going to dump with the market. So, gosh, an area to buy or an area that's going to be support here. Let's take a fib from that low. Let's put the right thing in here. Fib from that low to this high. Yeah, we're holding the 750. This is a pretty good area right here, guys, of support. If this starts to consolidate sideways, hey, what's up, Colin? If this starts to consolidate sideways in a weekly pattern, then we're most likely setting up for more downside, and we could possibly see 20 bucks. If it holds this area and the SPY, the IWM hold and start to grind higher, possibly into the Thanksgiving holiday, into the Christmas holiday, because everyone's expecting a bounce, guys, going into November, December. That's just the way it is. That's what everyone's programmed to do for the last couple of years, and actually the markets too. All you got to do is buy the dip every time, and the stocks go up. And now all of a sudden it's like, man, I bought the dip. It's not going up. What the heck's going on here? I don't know what to do. And then what the people do, they start adding more, and then they start using margin. And next thing you know, the market's flushing on them, like pretty much like it did. And they're sitting there going, whoa. When you do strict money management, no more than 10% position in your total portfolio, it helps the stress. I mean, you'll still get your butt kicked. But even if you take a 10% position And even if you lose the whole 10%, it's only 1% of your portfolio. So you don't want to take, well, no, is that right? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, you got to take the small positions. 10% limits your losses. If you're going in options, no more than 3%. We took a Facebook option yesterday, and I told everybody I am buying a couple puts in Facebook. If it goes down, I'll get paid. If it doesn't, oh well. We got paid in the Amazon and the Google puts, and I was willing to take some risk on this. These are 50-50 plays, guys, just like the casino. I was willing to risk. Maybe I think it was, I don't even know what's my position. About $1,200 or so, $1,300, I think it was. Hold on here. Yeah, about $1,300 risk. But on Google and Amazon, I made like $4,000. So I'm willing to put 25% of the money I just made. And if Facebook would have came down, I would have looked like a genius. But guys, when I do these spec plays on earnings, it's earnings, 50-50. It could have shot up. It could have bombed. And it's actually going up a little bit more, Facebook. Or we're in the lunchtime hour. And what else would you expect? And especially we got 43 million on the SPY. Volume's okay. But just be careful in these markets, guys. You know, I love the trader. See, I told you, man, it bounced. You know, 2 days later, it's like, yeah, well, it's always easy after the fact. You know, why take the trade 2 days ago? You know, I mean, maybe we should have bought some calls, but honestly, the market would have dumped lower. And when we dump, it dumps. We had a 900-point reversal the other day. You don't want to be on the long side on that day. I'd rather sit around, wait for the retrace on the SPY, and then short again. That's why I'm just sitting on the sidelines. Apple's coming up. Nvidia's coming up. Some other big names are coming up. I'm going to just sit around and watch. I had a great year, and the members who have been with me for over a year or since the beginning of the year, we've been killing it. Over 400 trades, guys. 80% win rate. What else, you know, what else do you want? So I'm just going to sit around, enjoy the holidays. It's Halloween today. Happy Halloween, guys. I'm going to take my kids trick-or-treating and have a good time. I'm not going to sit around and stress about my positions because the markets are up 800 one day, down 800 one day, 800 up, 800 down. Just not going to do it. It's not worth putting your money to risk and kind of, all right, yeah, we're you know, actually here, let me go back to the SPY. I mean, yeah, we were in great support. But when we start bleeding out, I mean, we have this big trend line. That's what everyone seems to be watching. We got a good bounce, let me tell you guys. You know, of course, now, yeah, I should have bought the SPY calls, you know. But you know what? I didn't. We're still below the MAs. We're still bouncing. I mean, we got to hold this 270, 272 area. If we don't hold that, we come right back down on Thursday's earnings. And then what? You know, a lot of people, the problem is, guys, they bought SPY calls, and they're still in them. Thinking, oh, here we go. And then all of a sudden we click over and boom, straight back down, and they're taking everyone's money again. Oh my gosh, what's happening? So just be careful in these markets, guys. That's all I'm saying. All right, Alexander, let's see here. Adobe. So Adobe, like everything else, up a little bit today. I don't know when earnings are, so we'll keep an eye on this, but still down sideways. Until we're above the 20 and the 50, we're still not out of the woods on this one. And I'd even call this right here, about 261.69. Until we get above those areas, we're still consolidating in some inside bar patterns, setting up for lower prices. Again, earnings will come out. We have a 50-50 shot of this pop or drop. And, you know, but right now we're in a range, chopping around. We did get below this big trend line, too. That's huge, guys. Huge with a capital U. Right there. Till we get above that, you know, I just let this one go. As bad earnings going straight down. Markets move down. This one's going lower. We're holding the 750, though. You know, we went to the 618 back up, came back down. So this one's, again, down sideways. Just be very careful with longs right now. Before I know, the market starts to fade and we go straight down today. And everyone's just like, I don't get this. CNBC kept saying, buy the dip, buy the dip. I don't even know what they're here. I'm going to pull up CNBC. Let's see what the reason why. Facebook is popping after a mixed third quarter report and candid earnings call. Now, yeah, that's all they'll say. Dow jumps more than 700 points in final 2 days of rough and volatile October. And then what else? They had one too with Facebook today. It's funny. Every analyst on Wall Street says, whatever, Facebook's a buy. What was it? It was something like that. It was like, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and then Facebook could be bottoming. Here's why. It's like, dang. There was another one too. Every analyst on Wall Street says time to buy Facebook. And then as these things are popping up, Facebook's fading. It's like, oh my gosh. So anyway, no, I did not do Apple yet. I could get an Apple in a sec. But yeah, so this one, again, guys, we're in the earnings season. Anything can happen. I'm just sitting back, watching the market, seeing where this thing can go. The SPY, Adobe, if you're in this one long, just wait until earnings. If you get the pop, maybe it goes higher. Gets the drop, we'll be looking for areas to buy because buy the dip mentality will be alive and well. And this is great support right here too. And look at that. That's what it held too, guys. And even went to this low pivot right here too. Look at that. That last dip that shook everybody out. Oh my gosh, it's going lower, and then they pop it up. So, you start getting moves like this, guys. Come on. You're at 234. Then 261. 231. 250. 20, 30 point moves in Adobe. That says, I think this could be making a top. Look at this, though, guys. Wow, that was nice. Little head and shoulder top here. Little head and shoulder top. Here's your target. Let's see if it hit it. That's how you measure your target on a head and shoulder to the top. Yeah, look at that. Right to it. Right to it right here. Once it broke the neckline, boom, right down. Wow. That's a nice little pattern. That's a head and shoulder top, guys, on the daily. If it moves back up, this is a big area too right here, this trend line. Interesting. But yeah, so right now, nothing really to do for me. If you're short, great. If you're long, just keep holding. You had a great run on these stocks, and then going into earnings again, 50-50 shot, guys. Could go up, could go down. It's like the casino. At least if you're going to do earnings, go light, don't go heavy, and play it. That's it. If you want to play it. If you don't, if you're not getting what's going on in these markets and they're going up in your face, down in your face, up in your face, just sit back. You don't have to trade every day. What do you think about the move today? Just a day to suck more people in for the next drop? Possibly. What I've been telling my members, especially on the SPY, I hope we get a retrace, guys. I hope we go right up in the gap fill or somewhere up into this area. Maybe we go to this gap fill. We go up in here, I'm shorting again. I can't, again, this was a good area of support. It really was. I liked it a little bit lower. When you start getting long candles like this and erratic moves up and down, you're below the MAs in a weaker stance. If we get above here, then maybe some upside. Still have a gap to fill here too at 275. So good resistance here still. Inside bar, we closed below it that day. We got above it. Still not out of this inside bar until we get above that bar as well. Great. Then maybe higher prices, but then you have gap fill. Then you have this. You have the big breakdown area. So I just don't trust this right now. Volume gets lighter, then maybe we could flow higher. That's the wild card. We have 44 million today. It's not. We should do about 100 million, but when we sell, we're doing 150 million, 180 million. When we float, we do 50 million to 80 million, maybe 70 million. We'll do more than that today because we got a decent sized rally. But man, I got to see more on these charts. And as long as we hang down here, I think if we just keep chopping, I think we're setting up for the next downside move. But we'll see. Again, these markets, they're a little crazy, guys. But keep an eye on this, the volume. That's what we want to watch right now. We have a pretty good move today, 1.34%, but we still have a little bit of time in the day, and there's a lot of selling in every bounce. Let's see if we get that today towards the close. But right now we're in the lunchtime float hour, and let's see what happens. Did you do Apple yet? Nope. Let's do it. Apple going into earnings, I still think, we have a great inside bar, bearish pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days sideways. If we can't recapture the 50 and the 20, then, I mean, I'm not doing anything with this name. I have short shares in this thing right now. Gosh, earnings again, 50-50, guys. If it pops, probably double top. If it drops, you're looking at 190. So we're pretty much right in the middle of that range right now. So for me, not much to do on this name. Looking a little bit weak. It is one of the names that they got to prop up and hold this thing, going, because if it does go down or up, the markets tend to follow Apple. So it helps the market. If they could keep Apple green every day and keep it going, that would melt the markets higher, basically. If this stays below this area, then that's something to watch. But on a smaller time frames, if you go to the 60 minutes looking a little bit more bullish. Not much, but we popped it up. They popped it over these areas. We're up. We're starting to go sideways on the 60-minute and trying to attack this high here with this pivot right around the 221.52 area. So if this continues sideways in the 60, this could go up. But remember, it's Wednesday, guys. Thursday's at earnings. Again, 50-50 shot, up or down, who knows? I mean, that's just something that, someone knows, but not me. Will it pop on earnings? Maybe. Will Facebook help the batter? Where, Facebook has good earnings, Apple has to, and I guess Apple came out with something else today, or a new laptop possibly, or something, so that, they're starting to hype it up, but Apple, they're a great company. I have a bunch of Apple products. But will the stock go up? Maybe. We're going to have to see on Thursday. If it pops, I'll probably do a short day trade or an after hours trade. If it drops, then we'll be looking. I love the 190 area with gap fill here, guys. If after hours, if we drop to 190 or so, that could possibly be a trade right there. So, but again, overall, if the markets grind higher, everything should grind higher. But the one thing the mini Mac, okay, that's what it was. The one thing I noticed today, though, guys, everyone was hopping into the MCDs the other day, the Verizons, down again. Caterpillar's up, which I'm not sure why. But all the was PEP down today? PM down today. All kind of the safety plays. People are dumping and getting into tech because, I'm missing the tech. So that was interesting to me because you want to be in the 3Ms when the markets are, not crashing, but going down. But a couple of red names today, even in this big rally. The MCD. What else was the PEP? Children's Place. I wanted to short that one, but I need a little higher. The PM. What else? I think there was one other one. Urban, Verizon, that was the other one. Walmart. Dang. Almost got this one, guys. A little higher. Damn, it's already pulling back. We looked at this one yesterday, and I think this one easily go down. TDT, what's that? Yeah, down. Look at that retrace coming down. So yeah, so that's what we're looking at with Apple going into earnings, guys. If you got a big position, just hold your breath. If you have no position, even better. If you're going to play earnings, just a light position, just in case if it goes up or down. If you're long, then you add more. If it goes down, if it goes up, then you add more going short. Off support and resistance though. Like this one pops up into the 133 area. I'd probably wait until maybe 136, 137, see if it can pierce it, and then possibly pull back. If it falls right into this area, I'd wait, maybe a couple dollar pierce, and then maybe wait for the bounce. If it doesn't bounce at that area, then you're looking at then you got to look at the next area of support or resistance, whichever one you're trying to trade on these things. So I don't, with Apple, I going into earnings, guys, I just leave it alone right now. If you're in a position, just make sure it's not a big one. Because for Apple can do whatever it wants, let me tell you. Oh, yeah. Gosh, wow. It's been a rough couple of weeks. A lot of stuff going on in my life. So good, though. Everything's good. All right, what about the short off the CMG? It's below the 200 MA on the weekly. Could be head and shoulder. All right, let's take a look at CMG. What time frame you looking at, B Rabbit? Uh, you're looking at that on the daily. Let's go on a weekly. I like to look at bigger time frames too to see what I'm seeing. You know, to see what if I can see something different. So you're looking at this possibly. All right, yeah. Even on the weekly, you're hitting the 200 MA and the 20 MA, so that's coming in. Yeah, you know what? If this thing comes down, I don't like the fact that it did pierce that, but this would be your neckline right here. For 1497. It's trying to make a run. Remember, I think it had earnings possibly on the weekly. Okay. So this is what we're looking at, guys. So this could be, it's not the best, but, you know, here's your head and shoulder. Yeah, I'm short this name. I'm upside down on the trade, which I'm all right. I've traded this name so many times. If this does play out, this is what you're looking for. So when we come back down to this 414.97, you want to see a break of and a close underneath it. If we close under 400, even better. If we get below the 50 MA, then we're on. As long as we stay below this 50 and the 20 and the 200 moving average, that's good. If you want to take this one short with shares, you can. You know, knowing that it is Chipotle still, it could go up in your face. So don't take it heavy. But if this thing comes, you know, through this area, it gets above 470, you might just have to stop out and say, hey, let's wait for the even number of 500. Let's see if the right shoulder goes up a little more, and then the next leg down. Or you just wait patiently for the up move, the 500 possibly, short it there. If we get the down move here, then you take it off once you get back to the neckline. The other scenario is wait for this whole right shoulder to develop, let it come back down to the neckline. Once it breaks, then it's on. Because the target for this head and shoulder would be roughly, let's see, actually a little bit more. Yeah, it'd be right around 300 bucks. If that took hold, and then, you know, if the market started moving down, if everything started giving it up and all that good stuff, then that's what you're looking at. But right now, it's not developed yet. It's almost there. But yeah, if this plays out, that could be a nice little pattern there. Definitely. And as long as it stays below that, I mean, if it pops up, like I said, then you could just do a short, maybe at the 500 even number. Even 511 is not bad. And then, you know, if it goes up to 530, then you just get out. Because then this thing, you know, remember, this was once a $750 stock. It most likely is going to go back there. You know, that's everyone's mindset. It's got to go back there. Yes, pivot around 542. But yeah, that's a nice, that could possibly work out. Let's see if this develops and brings in the right shoulder, and then go from there. I mean, this isn't a bad area too here to short it. And then if it comes right back down and breaks this neckline, you know it's on. So, you know, if it gets above that 475, then you got to say, oh, shit, I'll wait until 500. And then, you know, maybe get out of it, do it again at 5. So it's not bad right here. It really isn't. Let's see daily. But again, you know, if the market's got to pull back, that's the only thing that will help this trade too. On the daily, though, the shorter term time frame, you are trying to recapture the 50 MA, and you filled the gap here too as well. Let's see what the retrace is. I just want to see a short term right there. So 618, 750 is at the 747 or 476. Let's go to the high here. Yeah, you're in the 50%. Yeah, you know, even if you go off that, look at that 500 area. So if we do go up, this could be the area. And then if it comes in and then the head and shoulder plays out, shit, you could get a $200 trade on that one, or 200-point move. Yeah, I like this area too, because that's where a retrace got rejected right back down. Yeah, that's an interesting. Yeah, let's see if this. Keep an eye on that one, B Rabbit. Let's see if we can catch that one, because that would be a gosh, yeah, we're right in between there with the 50% retrace, so it could go either way. If it does not recapture this 50 MA on the daily and closes below it today, I mean, we're right on top of it. Let's keep an eye on that. But if the markets continue higher, you know, this will grind higher. Remember, it was a $750 stock, and it's only at 460, so it's got to go up, right? It has to. You know what? Let me take a look at Win right now. Where's that thing at? Gosh, look at that. We should have held it. Damn it. We got a couple bucks on it. Wow. We were in on this thing yesterday, or like 93.50 or something. I'd have to look. 93.50. Damn, look at that. It just kept going 100. Ah. But anyway, markets go. MGM had okay earnings. Did they have okay earnings today? Why do I have two TDDs? Where is MGM today? I thought they had mediocre earnings. That's why I was that's why I didn't want to stick around in that trade. That is up today. So that's helping the matter too. All these names are beat down. When we'll wait for earnings again. Damn, look at that. Actually got a $7, $8 bounce. Unbelievable, guys. But yeah, markets are catching a bid, so everything's going up with the markets. Everyone's rejoicing. It's all great again. Blah blah blah. Last week it was markets in turmoil, and tonight at 7 we're gonna look at everything. Oh man, so right. That's why I just sit back right now, guys. Let these markets play out, and then take it from there. Does it have that top trend line? Which one? The mini on Apple? Yeah, no, there's not. I mean, Apple, I mean, you can make a case. This is the one you're talking about. I mean, you're in a channel. I mean, I would say you're in a channel from right about there, and that's where they recaptured it and brought it right back up. So let's see if we stick in this channel. Yeah, I like this inside bar bearish pattern. But, Apple is grinding, guys. Always grinding. Save Apple, save the markets, guys. On the 20-day hourly, let's see. Yeah, when I looked, yeah, hold on here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a big area too for Apple, around the 223. Almost time to short Tesla again. Yeah. Um. Yeah, Tesla's. Well, hold on a second here, guys. Let's go to AMD. AMD try. I mean, everything's trying to catch a bid, guys. Markets go higher, everything's going to grind. You got to buy the dippers going in. Oh my gosh, I'm missing and I'm missing. Here it goes, AMD. But man, look at this beatdown, guys. Was it 30 something percent on this one? We covered our shorts, filled the gap. Did it get to this gap? See, it didn't get this. Gosh, if it got to $16, then maybe. I got to see more, guys. I I just don't trust these markets. We had technical damage just done. Every retrace, I think more sellers are going to come in. We might retrace higher. And if the markets come in, nothing's going higher, guys. You'll get the short-term bounce. And on these trades, you get in, you get out. If you took calls 2 days ago, you're out. Done. Take the profit and say thank you very much. On to the next trade. And that's it. Yeah, so for me, I mean, you're into support, 200 MA, great support actually. But with a weak market, it doesn't matter. These will probably go up a little bit. Gosh, look at that, 1585. If we would have hit that too, maybe. Getting a little bottoming tail on the weekly, though. Let's see if that could lead to higher prices, guys. I need to see what the Friday close is. Right now, this is a beautiful little bottoming tail for higher prices. I would wait for a retrace, though, maybe come back down and then the bounce. But again, I'm not touching. You get elongated candles like this. Even if you're in the support, you'll get a short-term bounce and then leading to more selling, guys. Just be careful in the markets. I'm not doing too much. If Apple doesn't break 223 on earnings, it's going to 190 or lower, possibly. That's what I like. There's a gap fill on Apple, so right around that area. Let's see here. So markets are pulling back. Why did Tesla have some news or something? Is that Colin? Is that why you're want to short Tesla? I mean, I think 340 was the next area, right up in there. I like. But with the markets being strong, guys, today, everything's going to keep going up. That's just the way these markets are. It's all a market trade right now. All right, hold on, I was just reading some stuff. 350 triple top. All right, we'll go back into Tesla in a second. But yeah, so will we get a bounce? Yeah, if we break this $16 area on AMD, got to get the hell out. Right now, if you want to chase it up here and ride it, maybe ride it to 20, 22 in this area. But if it just clicks over and comes in, market sell, you got to get the hell out. Bottom line. In all these trades, if you want to buy the dip and try to chase these things right now, whether it's Amazon, BA, Google, Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, Facebook, just know your area where if it breaks support, you got to get out, period. Markets start to dump, you definitely have to get out. And that's it. And then on to the next trade, basically, guys. All right, let's see. Looks like we catch a bid retrace. Yeah, weekly. Cool. We'll wait and watch it. Nappy rabbit. Just sit on your hands at this point. Win. We did look at Win. Earnings still coming up. Win is catching a bid right here. Gosh, we got in at 90, like $94 yesterday for a day trade. We should have did a swing trade. That's some. We got out. It came back in. We got out with a little bit of profit on the last quarter half, and then it just took off on us. For me, I go, you do 1,000 shares here, you get a buck or two, I'm out. I'm taking the 1,500 or 1,000. When it came back, we lost money on the trade. We were still green on the trade when we sold covered our last quarter because we bought it, we sold half of the half. Then we had a quarter position. It pulled back. Market was a little bit weak right here, and I just cut it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stick around in this. And then, of course, it bounces and goes to 102. $10 move. Unbelievable. But you know what? That's trading. Oh, well. We got a good trade on the bottom here. It would have been a hell of a trade, but you know what? On to the next trade. But as a swing trade right now, it's not bad. Just the earnings. I mean, it's oversold. I mean, it went from 200 to 100, guys. Filled some gaps down here. If you want to take this trade, maybe to 118, maybe. Just put a stop out. Use this as a stop out. The low here, 92.73. So know that your stop out's $8. So whatever, if you do 100 shares, it'll be $800 loss. If you do 100 shares and it goes to 120, then you make $2,000. Keep it set, the loss side's 800, the win side. And if it keeps going, the markets keep going through, Christmas, this thing can get back to 140s. But I got to see more evidence on the SPY and everything. We're getting kind of a dead camp bounce on an oversold condition. I think we're going to lead to, lower prices to come. It's just going to turn around, come right back down. I could be completely wrong, but that's how I'm going to play these markets. And I'm going to start looking for other names too that can possibly, get some dead cat bounces too. Almost time to short Tesla again. Yeah, let's look at Tesla. Yeah, I mean, there you go. There's a trend line right there, 147. I mean, it's not there now, but that would have been the area for me at least. It could go to 350 up in here, but markets grind. It most likely will go higher. Just like today, markets are up, boom, it's going up. So if you are long in this name, it's got to get above the 350 area. It gets above there, it could possibly go higher. Then you're looking out for 360, 375, and then, of course, 387.52 right in that area. But right now, big long candle on the weekly, kind of stalling out right here. I need more evidence on this chart to do anything. Let's see here. Yeah, now it's just chopping, which is fine. But it's building the base. We're above the MA, strong stance, could go higher. Just gotta line it up with the markets, guys. That's it. So just be careful with this one. Yeah, we did. Gosh, almost filled the gap there. I would have liked to see if we filled that gap. I mean, if we go up and fill that gap, then maybe. But the good resistance up here, if it pops through, then maybe higher prices. Remember, Tesla's a cult stock. Everyone's buying the dip. This thing dips $2, everyone buys it. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's see. 223. If Apple doesn't break 223 on earnings, let's go back to Apple. Yeah, up in here. I mean, if it has good earnings, it's going to blast through here. I'd watch this area too. 230, 230, 226.43. And then, in this area here, I mean, you could go off the high pivot, or you could go around the 223 area. That's what you kind of got to look for. right in there. But man, I love this down. If the earnings wasn't coming up, this is a great down inside bar pattern for lower prices. We see how Apple's grinding up now and is bringing everything up with the markets. It's pretty crazy. We're right in lunchtime hour. Volume's disappearing. Let's go back to the SPY. SPY, that is. See how it's grinding higher? But look at the volume though, guys. Right back to not normal. We do have 48 million. And pop. There we go. Right to the highs. See how we pop? Everything's trying to grind higher. Gosh, all the indexes. There, Uncle Jerome's in there again, guys. They got to save the markets, calm everybody down. We're going into the it's Halloween, guys. Got to be in a good mood. Wow, so we're right back there. Let's see. Yeah, next area. You got this one. You had this little pivot too. See how we came in, retraced down, right back to that retrace area, right back down. So this is a pretty good area. They gapped it higher. They gapped it over here today. You know, they're trying to get this thing running. So the next area, yeah, look at that. So next area is really 274. If they can really start grinding this thing, 275. This is their time, guys. So the 20 MA held. See how we're pegged to the 20 MA here, how it's holding? 1, 2, 3, 50 minutes holding that 20 MA. This thing was coming right into it, almost double bottom on the day, and then boom, right back up. Pretty crazy stuff, guys. All right, let's see here. So this one, IWM got the bounce. Gosh, everything's bouncing. Transports are up 115. That's pretty good for the markets. Let's see here. Hold on, guys. I'm just reading an email one of the members sent me after AMD. TTNP. TTNP. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, gosh. Yeah, see, I just don't like these names. Yeah, it pops up, comes back in. Yes, yeah, TTNP. I think news is driving this one. It's got to hold 30 cents. I just don't play these names, but if it cracks below that, you're most likely going right back down to 2024. Unfortunately, had a nice pop. Filled the gap here, came right back in. It's got to hold this, or maybe start forming a base then, and possibly for an upside move. This is just a tough trade. I don't. These low flyers here. I mean, this thing had great volume here, so they're shaking everybody out. But again, you play these stocks like this, you got to play it like an option. Whatever you're willing to lose, that's the biggest amount you're going into this stock with. Period. I mean, they're just killing people. On this pop, everybody's bouncing in here, and they just took them down. I hate seeing this stuff because these are look at these look at this. You get everyone sucked in, then they suck them out. Get everybody sucked in, then they're bag holders again. They bring it to the lows. Wow, well, I didn't look at that though. They're trying to hold these lows. Jeez. And right back up, get everyone in again. Get everyone in again, everybody in again, and then they're just taking them out again. And these are the trades where everyone just loads the house. Oh, it's got to go up. It's 20 cents. Yeah, it's alluring. It's alluring you into the trade. But then next thing you know, it's at 10 cents, and you're like, damn, what the hell happened here? And then you're just stuck at that point. At least this one has some volume traded today, so you can get in and out. But we're below the MAs, weak stance, good volume here. A lot of people are probably getting margin calls, just dumping out. Just be careful with that one, buddy, if you're in the live room today. I had a member send me an email with this one. And just trades like this, guys, you got to trade it like an option. whatever you're willing to lose, that's what you put the, the money into. That's it. Keep it simple. So then you're not sitting there, stressed and wondering and stuff like that. I just hate, man. I've been there. I never traded these low stocks, like 20-cent stocks, but I've been there where I've made tens of thousands of dollars, and in 3 months it wipes me out. And I'm just sitting there going, wow, this is like 12, 13 years ago, before I started learning technicals, where I was just, winging trades. 12, 13 years ago, what have you, just bought the dip too, and everything was going up. And especially, in 2000, everything you bought from like 1998 on just went straight up. Holy cow, this is an easy trade. Oh my God, I'm rich. And then in 1 year they took it all back, and it was like, dang. And then you're just buying the dip as it tanks in your face. Just be careful out there, guys, in these markets. When you go up and down 3, 4, 500 points, something's up, making a top. That's distribution, guys, at its finest. Got to be careful. I'm 17. I have around 10 grand in savings. What should I invest in? Nothing right now, Chris. Nothing. It's a trader's market. Let me show you something, Chris. I was showing this to members yesterday. I mean, look at this. Here's your .com bubble. Here's your housing crash. And this is the Fed. This is QE1, QE2, QE3, buying bonds, everything, guys. This is the biggest bullshit rally in the history of the markets. Look at this. This was a bullshit rally, the .com. The housing was a bullshit rally. Look at this rally, guys. And when you get elongated candles like this coming in, you hit good support on here, guys. Let me clear this crap. You hit good support right here. You even hit the 20 MA. This is going to be a short-term bounce, in my belief, and then we're gonna get nailed again, guys. I still think we're going to 230, then we're going to end up right back in here around 200 bucks. I don't want to spread fear or anything like that. I'm just looking at this chart going, this is freaking ridiculous. So right now, Chris, I just let it come down before you buy the dip. If you want to, or you could buy, short this market and just hold. Short with shares, or buy some puts maybe 4 months out. And you know what? Don't even do that, because we're going into the Christmas, the Santa Claus rally. And we've been getting the Santa Claus rally every year for 7 years, 8 years. Why not buy the dip and watch it go up? But yeah, this is why how do you buy the dip when the market's up here? Guys, this is ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, I don't know I don't know how else I could show you guys this. And then you get the pullback here. You got that. We actually caught these big moves here too years ago. And then look at it, straight back up. It's amazing. So just let it come down. If you're investing in a 401k or anything, take some money, not out, put some money in cash in the 401k. So if we do have a good 30% correction, buy the dip, let it go up. Yeah, Chris, just let it go down. I mean, it doesn't mean it can't go up to 300, 320. But to get interested in this market, to go long and buy and hold right now, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, usually markets rally for 6, 7, 8 years, and we're on a 10-year rally. Look at this thing. Gosh, look at that fall. Boom. The .com, the housing. Look what we caught. Double bottom right there. Took off, never looked back. Man. That's if I buy, how long should I hold? Shoot. I'm not a buy and holder forever. I just wouldn't buy up here, man. I mean, you can if you do. If you buy, say right here in the SPY, it goes back to the all-time highs, get the hell out. It'll be a 9-10% run. Comes back down, do it again. It keeps going up, trail your stop. But for me, I can't get long here. Maybe for, this would have been my long, 2 days and out. That would have been it. But right now, markets are just going up and down. So just be careful, guys. That's all I'm pretty much saying here. That's all I'm saying. So let's see here. Guys are new to the room, just punch in a symbol. We'll take a look at it. see which way this thing can go. Right now, we're just kind of sitting on our hands, seeing if the markets are going to grind higher. Rose back in the double top on the SPY on the daily or the intraday chart time frame. Coming back to this area here. We do have some support right off. See how this pivot here, we retraced, came right back down, retraced back up. So right in this area too, we have a little bit of resistance as well. So until we get above the 272.25 or the high of the day, say 272, what was it, 45. Let's see what this thing does. We went into the 20 MA. 20 MA is holding this thing up. Volume's kind of dropping off. So that's what we tend to get is a nice float market. All right, here. I'll wait for it to come down. About how long I should hold. Yeah, so that's what right now. Right now go take a nap, let these markets shake up, shake down, what have you, and then you come back in about an hour or so. So during lunch, go take a break, go have a good time, go talk to your friends. If you're a day trader like me, I usually I'll get on the elliptical, or I'll just do stuff around the house. Exactly, stuff like that. But right now, Halloween, so I'm decorating the house, getting it ready for the kids tonight. We're having some people over, going to walk our neighborhood. Going to be pretty cool tonight. GE, I buy at $6. Is that thing getting plowed today? Wasn't it? GE's not bad at 10. I do like the $6, $5. This isn't bad. I mean, it's such a beat down name right now. You could take it, just take it light. Doesn't mean it can't come down lower. I mean, yeah, I do like double bottom here, but it is holding this $10 area. Yeah, I like 582. I love that area. And I wouldn't doubt it if it does come down, if it pierces, maybe goes into the fours. That's where everyone who bought here, they'll just shake everyone out. Everyone's head will pop off. But I mean, you could take a stab at 10. If it comes down to 6, just save some for 6. And then your average price would be right around 8, and play it like that. Goes a little bit lower, just hold on, for dear life. But I mean, it's GE. I mean, at the lows, this has got to be. I was gonna say, where's the all-time lows? So in the 90s, yeah. I mean, look at this thing grinding. Yeah, gosh, it could go lower. Like 429's not bad. 305's not bad. I mean, look here. Here's your .com. Look, isn't this what all the charts look like right now? Oh, it's GE. And then they slapped them. Then look, retraced it, got all the bulls down again, slapped them. Retraced it again, slapped them. So now, though, do we catch this? Gosh, let me see. Man. There's a little tiny pivot here. I just want to, or like one of these guys here. Because it did, here's your low, your higher low, is that the area? Maybe. Gosh. See what they did here, guys? This is the mark. Bring it up. Everyone, rejoicing. Oh, my gosh, I'm a millionaire. And, oh, yikes. Oh, my God. They'd start dumping. Then it retraces. They start chasing it again. Then right back to here, these little pivots here, and then bam, down again. Then this one's to $5. See all the volume coming in? Everyone just getting shook out. They're all like, oh my gosh, I can't take it anymore. Then it starts going up. They start chasing it. They get it to a certain area again, and then you got, look at that, even a little topping tail there, and then never made it right back down. So just be careful with this name. I mean, if you want to buy it as a spec play, go into this trade knowing that, hey, if I take $1,000 in this trade, it could possibly go to $4. Then if I add another 1,000, maybe 2,000 at the most, average in, get your price around $6, $7, and then hold on. Let's see if we get another retrace. As long as it doesn't take out this low, that's kind of the pattern. Goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Does it do one last hoo-ha? And most likely, though, let's look at this. I'm going to make this smaller. Let's look, because if it does come up again, could it get, yeah, see right there. There you go. I'm just looking at the trend line, what would happen. So say we start retracing back up, it could definitely probably maybe 24, 25 bucks if it follows these patterns. Look at that, though. Zoom, slam, get everyone sucked in, slam, get everyone sucked in again, slam. So, gee, at $6, yeah, you could maybe take a stab now. I think it's going a little bit lower. Market sell, it's all going lower, guys. It's not going to matter what it is. I'm looking at gosh, SPY's at the highs now of the day, volume subsiding. Facebook trying. Yeah, I'm just sitting on the sideline, guys, not watching too much today. All right, guys, if you're new to the room, punch in a symbol. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to just, let's see what else. What else was I look? Google. Well, Google's at the even number here. Let's see here. Still a tough trade. Let's see, right there, 10, 1100. That could pull back. Markets are catching a bid, though. SPY's up 482. Man, 12 bucks off that level. And if it would have went 259, I would have liked that a little bit more. IBB, yep. IBB, yeah, IBB's basing real nice. Is there anything as strong as Apple today on stock trades? No, everything's pretty much following the markets, guys. Everything's a market trade right now. SPY, IWM, Qs, DIA, everything goes up, everything's going higher. That's pretty much what the trend is today. We're up 381 on the Dow. Transports are 126. SPX is 47. The comp is 185. The Russell's 15. VIX is down a little bit today. And the broker dealers are up 4.87. So let's short MCA together. Yeah, I'm short that one, brother. I'm already short. And I still have a little more room to add if I wanted to add. I'm not all in. I don't have a 10% position in that one yet. But yeah, I mean, it's holding. But yeah, but IBB, yeah, right now we're setting up. I mean, it came in with the market sold. This thing sold. Even got the retrace, just like the SPY came right in. This is at the lower range, below the MAs, chopping around. Unless we have some big earnings. Where did AMGN? Where did that one end up today? Up a little bit, so that one's going up. So bios go up. This should go up. This will help the markets move higher. You have some. Let's see here. Support down in here. Not out of the woods yet, though. I mean, this could bounce. As long as it's holding this $100 area, it could possibly go higher. But right now, you're down sideways in the lower end of this range off this high pivot. You're below the MAs in a weak stance. Unless this thing can shoot up and recapture the MAs and possibly higher prices. Right now, unless the markets continue higher, this thing's basing for lower prices. And that's pretty much that's what the chart's saying, at least. I mean, we could catch a bid and it goes right back up like it's been doing every other time. It's holding well. Look at the weekly; it's holding the 200 MA. As long as it's holding this 200 MA, it's not bad. But look at these long weekly candles. That tells me lower prices coming, guys. Look at these moves in the IBB, guys. Gosh, is this the next area? We hold the 100. Just say $100. Do we hold that? Maybe. Let's take a bigger Fibonacci. Let's go off the last low pivot to this high. 5.0 retrace we're holding. I still like the 618 down here with gap fill. Then the 750 down in this way. So that's, everything's pretty much got the same thing. Look at this. Up, down, sideways, down. Look at this great bearish pattern. Retrace back into this high right there. And then right back down. Gosh, that was look at that. Right there. That was your area. 122. Look at that. Right back down. So if we do crack this 100 level, get below it and close, that's going to be ugly for the IBB, in my opinion. Is that when it made the low, higher low, higher low, higher low, then it kind of based, higher low, and then boom, we're right back into that higher low. That thing cracks, that's going to be it. Not to be doom or gloom, but that's unfortunately these markets. You saw the SPY and the monthly chart. Look at the yearly on this one. I mean, just like these guys. Look at that, since 2010, straight up, came back in, straight up again, retraced that area, and coming back in. Monthly on the IBB. I mean, you get a big candle like that, you're holding that area. As I went down, click, and then boom, next wave down. Again, we could go straight back up again. SPY stays buoyant, SPY stays green, IWM stays green. We'll continue higher. Is there anything as strong as Apple today on stock trades? I mean, there's some strong names. F5, that one's all right today. I mean, everything's strong today because the SPY's going up. Not everything, but there are some red names. Gilead, that one's down a little bit, but catching a bid as the markets go higher. This thing's catching a bid. What else here? Google just pierced that. God, I like that area too, guys, for maybe a short trade. We went right up into it, double top. Man, market stayed buoyant though. Let's see if we could get a little bit higher. What are some? Let's see here. Let's short MCY together. Yeah, I'm short that one, Caesar. What are some good stocks to get into? For long trades, nothing for right now. I mean, everything's beat down. I mean, you could, if you want to chase these things up like Amazon, Google, just know your stop out. Just know that, yeah, we got a 51-point up day on Google today, but know that you're coming in support at the 1100 area. It is beat down on the daily chart. Not beat down, but I mean, this is at 1280. It hit almost 1,000 the other day. Good support down in here. Still another trade that, hey, don't hit the 1,000 number where everyone else is waiting. Let's come a little bit short and then bounce and get people to chase it up. So right now, shorts are squeezing and longs are chasing. So next area, 1108. Yeah, let's see if we get into the 1108 area. Maybe we'll take a short trade on this one today on Google. But yeah, Gabriel, yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, you look at, I mean, Snap's not bad. Let's see where Snap at. Yeah, look at that. It actually caught a bid. 578. I don't get in this one, but as a spec play, I mean, there's one you know, why buy up here at 20 when you could buy here at 6? If it crosses over that 574, $5, you got to get the hell out. Play it as a spec play. They could take $1,000 worth, whatever. What is it, 150 shares? Goes up to 10, get out. Something like that. New high of day in AMD. Yeah, but AMD's beat down with that one. What are some good stocks to get into? Yeah, I don't play it that way. I'm looking for support or resistance on stocks, and if I find a good area to buy, I'll buy. If I have a good area to short, I'll short. Right now, we're getting an overall bid in the markets, guys. That's what we're getting on an oversold condition, and that's what, you're just kind of fighting it today. Volume's disappearing on the SPY, 51 million. Last couple of days, we've had at least 80 million right now, 90 million going into the second half of the day. So, but gosh, I do like Google. Hold on, guys. Where are we here? Man, I like that Pierce up, but it could go a little bit higher. And plus, we're in lunchtime. A little harder to short these markets, guys. Especially when we're floating up right now, too. So, all right, let's go. Let's see here. We may have missed a chance. AJRD. AJRD. Yeah, yeah. Earnings possibly on this one. Well, yeah, let's see if we, if the markets stay buoyant, this could probably push to the 37, 38. I'd even wait to the 40 area. Let's see if there's anything else. And look at this trend line. I don't really like upsloping trend lines, but maybe we got this right here. I don't like going off the top. Oh, I'm going to go right off this guy. So that's what I'd be looking for right there. And then, of course, 40 bucks. If it makes there, that's just a round number. It could make it to that area. But I like what you're looking at, though. Nice pop, kind of faded right here. Would we have taken that trade, though? That's what you got to look at. So on a daily chart, yeah, look at that. So when we came back down, here, look at the daily. Yeah, that would have been a pretty good area. Come on. All right, right here. See where we came. All right, so we came down sideways, starting to break down a little bit. Caught this pivot low, shot back up, couldn't get above the 20, trying to retrace off this, and then that's where we started breaking down and going down. So right here is a good area to short because a lot of people who bought this retrace, they've been holding the bag for 2 months almost. And that's a pretty, 36.10 to 29. It gets right back to where they were at one point. Break even, a little bit more. Those guys who got stuck in this area or even up in here, they become sellers, guys, and that's what pushes this stock down. That's how that trade works. Not that it always works that way, but this is where they retrace, get everybody in, just like they're doing now, guys. They're retracing the markets, getting everybody in, and then they're going to we're not out of the woods yet. They're going to dump it in their face, and then boom, the breakdown. Then we can see how we got the retrace here, get everybody in again, boom. Couldn't get back above the 20, but then we get the gap up here, possibly on earnings, and go right into that area and then the pullback. Yeah, that. But next area, if you were to short this one, I'd wait for double top, 38 bucks. Doesn't mean it can't come right back down, guys, but some news or something came out on this one today. All right, let's see. S long. Let's see S. I don't even know what this is. S long. Well, we got the bounce today, 11%. What's the volume? 12 million. Oh gosh. I mean, you're into resistance. Let's see where the fib is. I don't like these like $6 names, $5 names, $4 names. This could be going up on news too. I'm not really sure. What is S? Sprint, right? Yeah. I don't know. If you're long from down in here, hold on. If it holds this area, the 626, $6 area, then we could possibly go higher. Next big area of resistance will be about 661. Next short term, though, would be about 640, 639. Yeah, I mean, look at this chart, guys. It's all over the place. Up, down, news, earnings probably, news, earnings, news. God. So they sold it off into earnings, and then we get the pop. So this one could stay up there. For me, nothing to do. Nice. Long, gosh. Let's look at the weekly. I just want to see bigger time frames. Yeah, I mean, you could go long on this one if it breaks back below the MAs here, or 568. Your next support will be about 483, and if it breaks that, you have a gap fill right here too, right there, about 562. So if it breaks below that, below the moving averages, you just have to get out if you're long in this one or looking to go long. And then resistance is right, double top is 661. If it can't pass through 661. Then this thing most likely will chop, and then you're kind of trying to see which way this thing goes. If it stays above the MAs or gets back below the MAs, then it's going to sell. If it stays above, then you have a better chance of going up. If the markets stay green and start to float for the next couple of weeks, everything else should float. All right, let's see here. What about AUPH? AUPH. Yeah, I just don't play these stocks, guys. These $5 stocks and stuff. I just don't. Only 189,000 traded. It's just a light volume name. They get news, they go straight up. But I mean, just looking at it technically, came off a nice high pivot, pulled back, got below the all the MAs, stuck below it now, but it did catch a little bit of a bid off this area right here off these pivots. Got that nice reversal candle. That's what led us to higher prices. But now we're coming into some turbulence here, and we're at the low end of the range coming off this high pivot. If this continues sideways, stays below the MAs, most likely more downside. You have the gap fill here too at $5.08. If it fills the gap and continues lower, then you just got to get the hell out. I mean, honestly, it could go to 440. You got 440, you got this area, you got that support, and then the support you pretty much hit to, the other day. Yeah, so I just don't play these names. It's in a weak stance. It's below the MAs. If it gets above the MAs, then we could possibly shoot up. Then you're looking at, you know, $6, and then this double top here. God, look at the action, though. I mean, we're just at 6, goes back down to the lows, goes back to the highs, goes back to the lows. A little bit crazy, this one. Volume light, too. If they get a buyout rumor or news or anything, I don't even know what this stock is, but if they get a buyout rumor, something, you know, this thing could shoot up big time. So for me, I just stay away from these. But again, if you're going to play them with a small position, know what you're willing to lose, because it could be playing like an option and go to zero. If you get a profit on it, take it. Take the money and run. Afternoon sell of Inc. I like USCR long. If you could go a bit lower, it would be a nice starter. USCR. USCR. All right, what is this one? Let me go to the bigger time frame. Yeah, it looks like a little gap fill right there, guys, on the, where is it? Maybe a gap fill right there. I still like this low pivot here. Nice. This one here, not bad either. You are getting a little bit of a bounce. I just want to see, well, why is it bouncing? Did they have news or something? God, this is just beat down. Gosh, let's see here. I mean, if you want to go long in this name, you know, we are catching good support down in here. I think, you know, you got the bounce here. If it comes right back down, I would use this low here, right around the $28 as a stop out. Because if it gets past $28, it's going lower. So, you know, really, if you got $33, $28's your stop, you got $5. If you take 100 shares, that's a $500 loss. If you take 1,000 shares, that's a $5,000 loss. So, you know, what are you willing to risk? You know, because if this thing moves up, it could easily, you know, go to 40, 43. And if the markets start catching bid, you know, this honestly could go back to 50. So, you know, the risk reward here is not bad. But again, if the markets sell, we're still not out of the woods, guys. This one's, you know, this one's selling. This one's been selling for a while, actually. But wow, I mean, somewhat good support here. But again, you get that long candle, that could definitely lead to lower prices. So I'm sitting on my hands, guys. I'm not doing much. I'm going to, I had a great year, guys. You know, and I'm to the point where it's like, I need to know where these markets are going. We'll still throw trades out there and do stuff, but you know, next thing you know, we're tanking the rest of the day, guys, and we do another 500-point swing to Dow. Dow being negative on the day. You know, then everyone's like, oh, what the hell just happened? That's why it's easier just sitting back. That's why I'm doing a live thing today, you know, and it's just easier. Just easier. At least for me, that is. So, let's see here. New high a day for AMD. Yeah, I mean, that's just a beat down name. You get to buy the dippers in that one. Look at that. I mean, look at that. That's going to bring, I mean, we're into the 618. It's holding the $16, $17 area. But again, guys, buy dumps. It's going lower. And it's holding this. I mean, if you want to take this long, we get below the 200 MA, you got to get out with a close. If you get below there and close and get some follow through, you got to get out. We have a gap fill at 1603 still. We have a bunch of gaps to fill down here. But the big one is right back in $9. I don't know if it's going to get there, but just be careful with this one. If you want to go long, you know, buy the dip, your itchy trigger finger, just go light, knowing that it could go right back down, guys. I think we're getting a dead cat bounce today because they got to manufacture something, guys. They got to get everyone calmed down, buy the dip again, let the volume disappear, and just float these things. That's what they're trying to do here. Everyone's like, oh, thank God. Amazon's up $76. Oh, man. All right, cool. Ooh, man. All right, now it should just go right up. And then tomorrow we're 500 down. And then everyone's like, oh, my gosh, what the hell is going on here? So that's what you just got to you know, take it slow and steady, guys. But, yeah, this one, there's not, you know, there's no real pattern, nothing really right now on anything, just up and down action. So let's just see what these things do. But holding the 200 MA. As long as it holds that, should be all right. If it gets below it, starts cracking, then you look for lower prices. Even around $15, not bad. But do you typically make an entry on support resistance points on the daily, weekly, monthly? Yes and no. It depends what kind of trade we're doing. If we're doing more of a day trade, then the 10-minute and the 60-minute. If we're doing more of a swing trade, then yes, the daily, weekly, monthly. You want to align all the time frames together, especially on a swing trade, where if you find a good reason on the daily chart to take a trade, then you go to the weekly trade or weekly chart and say, okay, is there any support on the weekly chart with the moving averages or what have you? And then basically on the monthly chart, you line it up with that to say, hey, is there anything on the monthly chart of support or resistance that could take the stock down or up? You know, so we're lining them all up on there, and then we're taking reasons to buy, just like the SPY the other day. I didn't buy it. I needed to see more. We didn't really have capitulation volume here. We didn't have. I would have liked to have seen, you know, 300 million on this thing before we got the reversal. We got the reversal today. We hit this area, but you know, I was showing my members. So let's do the retrace here. At 264. I think there's another lower pivot though. Hold on. Yeah. I was going to say that's not it. I know there's a lower one. So you have this here. You have 263.18 that it hit. Okay. Let's go to the weekly. Or we can go to the monthly. Or let's go to the weekly. Okay. And we have, see that, I mean, barely made it. We had this low pivot right here. Okay. And then let's go back to the daily. And this is what I'm pretty much doing when I'm trying to line everything up, okay? I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to this with this. And then actually here, I had it through that. There's a little pivot right there too. And then this guy right there. All right, so you had 260 even number. You had the 750 retrace here at 263. You have this big trend line. You go to the weekly. You can see it a little bit better. There's your trend line. There's the 750. I'm going to pull this a little bit more. Okay, so you had a couple reasons there. And then the bigger reason is the monthly chart. Monthly chart, you hit the 20 MA2 on the monthly time frame. So that's going to give us some support as well. So you had some pretty good time frame alignment. 20 MA, 750, trend line, even number at 260. I wish we would have went down a little bit more. I was looking at the 259, 258 area. And then boom, we bounce. You know, it's pretty typical crap. So but that was a level. We should have probably bought, you know, calls or put or calls on the SPY and the IWM. Took a stab at it. But again, like I always say, guys, it's always easy after the fact. This thing could have easily dropped 1,000 points yesterday and another 1,000 today on Facebook earnings. And then it would have been like, hey, StockBookie, why do we take those trades? Well, it was a good support area, and it held this time. But we could have easily went the other way. You know, a lot of people are after the fact traders. Well, why didn't we take that trade? Well, yeah, it's easy to see now. But it's kind of like AMD, guys. You know, when everyone's, oh, buy it, buy, oh man, they're saying 40 bucks, 50 bucks. And then you see this and it's like, whoa, good thing I didn't buy it, you know, or are you buying here? But when it went up, you wouldn't look like a hero. If it went down like this, you'd be like, why did we buy up here? You know, so gosh, I mean, I'm still looking at this. That will lead us to lower prices. Even if we get a retrace and you're long, take your profits, let it come back down. But yeah, that's a positive investing. That's what I pretty much look at. You know, and the intraday stuff. That's more intraday trades, scalp trades, stuff like that. Yeah, look at AMD too on the intraday. On the intraday basis, we're under the 200 still. Look at that, kiss of the 200. Look at this. But that would have been a day trade right there, or a quick scalp. 1822, and then I would have liked the Pierce of 1833, like 1845, and then take the trade. But look at that. I mean, it pulled back already 34, 40 cents. You know, and then this is what we're doing intraday. So we're looking at that. We had this pivot here. Do we have anything else? Let's see what we have to retrace. The retrace from this low to this high. Now this is my intraday trading. So we're into the 750, that high pivot, 200 moving average. That's not a bad area for a pullback. And look, we're getting it. I would have still liked the Pierce of that and maybe push it a little higher and then the pullback. But boom, right there. This is your area right in here. I would like a little more though on this one. But it's pulling back. I'm not in the trade or anything, but but earnings today, which one? Just two more possible shorts I have. YUMC. See the SPY pulling back, guys, now? What's a lot of the stocks doing? Pulling back. That's why it's so, if we get a drop, it's going to drag everything down with it. All right, so this must have had earnings possibly. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Did it fill it? Oh, my gosh. Where's gap fill? So gap fill is right at 36.86. Look at that, 3 cents. So on this one, for you scalp traders, I would have been waiting for maybe 37.20, the Pierce of, with the gap fill even number, then the scalp, or wait patiently for, one big move up into this area and then boom, down. Nothing to do on this one yet. If we get up towards the $38, $40, possibly. So keep this one on the watch list, guys. Pull this out a little bit more. Oh, look at that trend line too. Wow, that's a good area, guys. So let's see if we could get into that $38, $40 area for this one. Ooh, that's a nice one. Look at that trend line though. Look at that. So it makes a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Still just grinding. Yeah, that's a nice one. Keep that one on your radar, guys. Keep the 4 right in here, maybe 38 to 40. Let's see if we can get up there. If we can't, then that's it. SKYW. Yeah, nah, just China chopping. They must have had earnings too or something. But let's look here. All right, so the high of the day was 61.74, and look at that nice pullback, guys. Pulled back a couple bucks. So let's pull up the 60-minute first. Check Natty, NATA. What's going on with this thing? Up or down? $49.50. Well, I pulled off half of that trade already. I'm out of half of that already. I'm not messing around with these things. Or did we sell half? Wait a second. Let me pull that up. Yeah, we sold half of this already. So I'm out of half of this stock already. I'm gonna say, wait a minute. I gotta post it on my my position list. But yeah, I was like, gosh, I'm doing so much with these live streams. Yeah, so we're half out of that one already, Colin. And then look, right back to the top again where we shorted, and then boom. Because yesterday when this thing was falling, it was like, you know what, I'm gonna cover half. Get out, I mean, still, you're at a $50 to 47. That's a decent trade. Now, right back up, of course. Right back up. Why, guys? Because the market's at the highs. Because they're not at the highs, but rallying. But the transports guys are pulling back. So keep an eye on these markets. God, if we sell, people are going to flip. This was like the relief rally. Like, oh my gosh, thank God. All right, buy the dip's working now. If we dump right into this, it'll be interesting market. Heads will pop off. But yeah, no, we covered half, and we're still in this thing. I'm okay with this as long as it's not pierced. If it pierces through 51 and goes a little higher, then I'll probably put some more on. I like the setup. I like what it's doing here, and let's see what happens with this one. Let's go back to this. Why did it pull back from that area? And this is, this is the research you have to do as a trader. You had this high pivot here, right at 60.28. Just not enough. Let's go to the daily. Right there, huh? Yeah, see, I would have liked it a little. Like, see these pivots here? Every time a hit, came down, hit, came down, hit, came down, hit, came down, and then broke down. This is a pretty good area right here. Of course, it pierced through. That's what you got. You got the 60 even number, and then the trend line there from where it retraced and broke down. But then when you get an area like this, you got to look at like the pierce is 61 up in here, and then you have this overhead resistance coming down, caught it, chopping, broke down, retrace, and then right back down. So right in even right in here would have been a good area as well. So somewhere up in this range past the 61 pierce, that's pretty much what it did. And look at that pullback. So that's what you gotta look for. You look at these charts and you say, all right, why did it pull back? Why did it do this? Why did it do that? Was there a reason why it did that? Let's look at the weekly, just see if there's what's on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, look at that, right back down. Let's take Fibonacci now from this low to that high. I want to see where the 750. Yeah, look, 750 retrace right there too. Right at 260 or 261, 6110. So that was your other reason. Yeah, so and stuff like that. I can't watch every stock, unfortunately. There's a lot. There's money to be made in these markets, guys. Just got to find stocks that want to pull back and want to go up. Oh, let's see here. AMD's back below resistance. Time to short? Nah, not yet. Time to short was when this thing was $30, $32. I mean, honestly, it could go down, but this is by the dip. I'd rather see 22 or 24 in here, maybe even 26, then maybe. But we'll see how it handles the $20 area. If it even grinds up, guys. We're at the low end of the range. I get that, but this is a short squeeze candidate. Next thing you know, they're squeezing the hell out of it, and you're at $27. You're like, oh my gosh, why did I short this thing? So again, sit on your hands. Let's just take it one at a time, guys. Keep one right up for AUPH. Is that what's going on? AUPH. Yeah, it's still not running too much, though. Let me tell you. I mean, we're right into big resistance here again. Resistance here. You need more evidence on the charts. 60 minutes not looking bad though for a bullish pattern. Daily though, daily's a little bit ugly. Earnings, okay. eBay could move on a new high of day. Testing it now. Earlier today, eBay already reported. Yeah, I think eBay was a couple days ago or what have you. Or you know what? I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Or was it today? I want to say, was it this week? It's got to be close. Yeah, actually, yesterday after earnings. After the bell was earnings. So today was the first earnings, yeah. So, yeah, we're getting a bit. Yeah, there's nothing to do on this one. Let it go. I mean, you got resistance here. Next big area is $30. If it can get back above 30, then you go into 30.78. Then you're going to fill the gap right here at 31.57. If it could get the gap fill or the 50 MA, then you got resistance up here. But first step, though, 29.57 in the $30 area. Again, if the SPY just caught a bid. So SPY just caught a bid. What's everything doing, guys? Going up again. See, they got the pedal to the metal today. The volume's lighter. They don't have that big seller in there again or guy distributing shares on the SPY and the IWM, the overall indexes. So this is their chance to push everything up. 55 million on the day. That's what we're getting today, guys. Yeah, K. What's K here? Let's put K in there. Let's see. Down 7%. Say thoughts. 7%. There's got to be a reason why it's catching this here. So right here, you had a little bit of a pivot. You have a gap fill. You have the low bottom here. High is up there. Still below all the MA, still weak. Coming off of a nice pivot high, gap down, caught some support. Let's see on the weekly. Hey, there's got to be something else on the weekly. Yeah, you got the 50 MA. Gosh, yeah, still not. You're up, sideways, down, up and down a little bit here. Trying to hold the 50 MA. Now, if you're long this name, you got to get above the 50 MA on the weekly close, which is 67.59. If you can't recapture that, then you got to pretty much wait for pattern at this point. We're holding the 65.54, this low pivot. This is a good one too. This is where it retraced, went down, back tested up to here, and then broke out. So you're going to have good support at 66.19 as well. So that's what we're holding right now on that one. Right now, you got to kind of wait for pattern to see where this one goes. Again, SPY sells, everything's going down. SPY catches a bid, goes up for the next 2 months. Everything's going to catch a bid, guys. It's just going to grind slow and steady, like I always say. Slow and steady. That's what it's going to do. Thanks for the walkthrough. Hey, positive investing, no problem. Check NATI. Yeah, that went up. We covered half, so we're good with that. Yeah, I can't believe. Hold on here, guys. So Facebook, if you're in that short with me, we're still in the money. Still, they're clawing its way back, you know, like always. Never fails, never fails. But yesterday, oh my gosh, what a debacle. My internet goes down, guys. I'm on the phone with my broker. I'm short Facebook yesterday. The thing starts dropping. I can't get out of the trade. I'm dialing my broker, and it's just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It would have been, I think it would have dry here. I'll show you in a second. Let me look for something here. Oh my God. I'm like, just get me out. Just get me out. Just get me out. It's like, oh my gosh. Still made money on the trade, but it was like, oh my gosh. And then the worst thing, I'm watching this thing on my cell phone and on CNBC dropping, and I can't. I'm waiting to talk to my broker. It was just like, yeah, we covered NATI half of the short at 47.20 yesterday. I'm gonna say I know I did. I know I did something with that. All right. So, but yeah, this K holding this area pretty good. We'll see what happens. Again, if the markets stay buoyant, this will just keep going sideways, and then possibly start grinding higher. Let's see here. MRK moving up. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, what is this one? Oops. Yeah, Merck. Okay, that's what I thought. Geez. Let's see. Ooh, I like this, guys. Getting a little. I was gonna say, wait. Let's see. Where was it? Look at that. 2000 still up here. All right. Let's see. We're looking at the monthly on this one. All right. Let's see here. Maybe a little bit more, guys. The markets catch a bid. This could move more. I do. Oh man. Do like this though. We're in between the 618, the 750. But, you know, a lot of these names, they'll go up, they'll push through the 750, get a little extended, go to 80, and then come down. It's got to be a market trade. I do like the fact that it's been up for months. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. Came back, retraced right up. Did they have earnings or something? Is that what's going on here? Downstairs at Merck up over 25%. Okay, they're back over 74. Do they have news or something, guys, on the MRK? Gosh, I do like that, though. Let's see here. See if we could go a little higher. I'm just looking at some earnings. Fit today, NXPI, AIG. Not too many of the big names today. Remember AIG? Don't worry, honey. We're with AIG. And don't worry, AIG. Benny Bernanke just gave you $186 billion. Here you go. And then Goldman Sachs turns into a financial institution where they can get the the 13 billion bailout that AIG was supposed to pay them. And that's not a scam. Unbelievable. Now we take deposits at GS because now we got the $13 billion bailout from Uncle Benny. Trying to see AM earnings. Yeah, I don't see anything with MRK. Anybody knows when earnings is? Just punch that one in. Head and shoulder pattern on Merck, maybe. What time frame you looking at, Caesar? You looking at this right here? I'm looking at the. Let me look at that. Let me look at the weekly. Which one are you looking at? Daily? I don't really see anything. I mean, I kind of could say now we need another. This is a little bit out. Nothing. Yeah, nothing there. But I do like that we pierced this. What's the volume on this? 7 million. I gotta be really selective, guys. On this kind of move up in the last couple of months, you need the market to move down on this trade. This one really didn't get. I mean, it was selling right here, when the markets were dumping, but this thing slingshot right back up. So if the markets stay slow and steady, light volume, this could grind higher. Keep an eye on MRK. Let's see if we could get to that 70, what was it, $78, $80 area. This one's not really doing too much with the pullback and everything. It's a strong name. I mean, you still got up and down. Let me see one other thing here. Gotta find reasons, guys. I just want to see, got this. Yeah, you gotta wait. A little bit more. Markets stay like this should push up a little higher. Trying to be patient on these names. Every time I get short, they overshoot them, and it's just like, here we go again. That's why we take slow and steady, small positions to enter. Know your share size. Know how much money you're willing to risk at that 10% max position. And then, if you have 10 grand, then you're going to maybe 2 grand right now. Goes to 78, another 2 grand. Goes to 80, then you pile in maybe 4 grand. And then you have 2 grand left just in case. And remember, if this thing's getting stretched from the 20 MA, I mean, it can still go. It's going to come back in. So right now, target would be about $62. You'll have some support at 67, but yeah, a little bit more on this, guys. Keep me alert. Keep this one going. Mention it when we go live. All right, let's see. Anything else out there? So the markets, let's go back to the SPY. SPY caught a little bit of bid, so everything's catching a little bit of a bid. Pretty typical. So we came into 2 candles, pop, stalling out now. Remember, we came in 2 candles. Look at Apple. We came in 2 candles. Now we're stalling out. Came in 2 candles. Look at Amazon. Okay. Look at Tesla. And everything's a market trade, guys. Everything's a market trade. I mean, there are some stocks that aren't doing it, but you know, even the IWM. I mean, that's what 2 candles pop back up. Man, if we get selling today towards the end, holy cow, people just won't know what to do. And we're doing fine. Just lay back. Who cares? Let the markets play out. Let's see what these things are doing. We're trying to recapture that 150 area on the IWM though. Trying, guys. Daily chart though. Daily chart still down sideways, just like here, down sideways. This one was getting beat down though. This one had to catch a bit sooner or later. For me, I would have for 142, a little bit lower. Never got there. Got the bounce, or we get another one like this, a shallow bounce, and then boom, more selling pressure. We're going to know in about the next, we have 2 hours left of the market here. See if this thing can continue grinding higher. Earnings aren't going to be that big of a deal tonight. I mean, of course, some will affect the market a little bit, but Apple on Thursday will be the one that everyone's going to be watching. So watch for that one. And then, gosh, let's see what happens towards the end of the day. The transports were pulling back. They kind of popped up. We're 376 on the Dow. Oh, and everything's pretty much catching a bit at this point. Man, MCD still negative, though, on the day. Where's Verizon? Verizon still negative. Walmart still, darn, I wish we would have, woulda, shoulda, coulda. SodaStream a little negative. PM's negative. Children's Place, PEP, OSTK, that thing's a beatdown name. MCD, MCY. So that one's pulling in a little bit more. That's all right, though. You know what? You get elongated candles like this. We just need one big sell-off day on the indexes, and we'll get what we need here. Jack in the Box is negative. This one too. This was another one. This one's getting creamed. Monthly chart. What is this? IPGP. Look at that. Look at that monthly, guys. Right from 2016. Chop, 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 chop. Look at this one, though. Let's go to the weekly. Same crap. This is what this thing does. Goes in, comes down, goes up, retraces, chops, retraces to the highs again, gets everyone on board, comes back in, gets everyone on board, chop, 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 comes in, gets everyone on board, and then dumps it in their face. This one went all the way to 110, so everyone was panicking right around here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So, but just watch out. Adding to mark, long on new high of day. MRK. Okay. Just be careful, man. I'm going to wait to short this one. Oh, there it goes. Right there. Yep, someone came in. A little bit of push on there. And up she goes. Yeah, I'm going to wait. If you want to push it, yeah. If you want to do it, just remember, put that stop out down in here somewhere. Just, I mean, look at this. Came right into that area. Boom, right back down. Pop right back in. Someone came in and did something down there. So, yep. Just watch that one and see if it could keep going. Now, remember, if the SPY and everything starts to turn downwards, that could affect this trade. So, CVNA, we looked at that one before. CVNA, like a week ago. Still, what you want to do? Yeah, nah, it's just this the short would have been up here, $70. Right now you're holding support at the 20 MA or at the 200 MA daily. You're holding support. You got the 618 retrace. So that's what you're doing at this point. Great support down here. You don't want to short this one. If we base maybe a little bit of a retrace, then you want to short this one. But the short on this name, I mean, it's a new issue. Yeah, it would have been probably 75 for me, maybe 80. Never made it there. Pierce is 70, not bad. I mean, that, of course, I see the chart now. It's easy. Oh yeah, it's easy. Yeah, that nothing to do here. I mean, even here down sideways, that was a nice bearish base as long as we stay below the 20. That's what happened. But here's where it did. I mean, it could bounce here. If this 200 MA does not hold, then we're going lower. And then on this one, like any other one, we'll look at the support areas. I like 24, 25. $30 isn't bad, but nothing really to do. All right, let's look at MCY. Breaking down, huh? Now or pulling back. All right, coming in a little bit more. Nice. Come on, baby. Roll those dice, right? Roll the dice, roll the dice. Yeah, we're in at 59.71 short, so we're almost there. You know, these are tough plays. They're going up in earnings or news or stuff like that. Spies going up. You know, shorts are tough right now. They love to cook the shorts every time, every chance they get. They'll take you out. And that's what these guys do. Every chance they get, they just freaking murder you. Nvidia up again. Earnings on that should be coming up. But you know, in the last since 8/16, we have a bunch of winning trades for the last couple months. I'm sitting on my hands, guys. I got to see more in these markets. Yeah, we could pull back today. You could, you know, you hate just to go, all right, well, let's just take a SPY trade, buy some puts. You know, we are in a pretty good area right here. That was the next one. You know, right in there, can't get above it. Do you buy SPY puts here? Maybe we get the pullback. So every bounce we've been getting, we get selling pressure. Do we get it today? Maybe. You know, I guess you know what? If you want, you see, I just don't. We're above these moving averages. If we pull back, I just don't like that. You know, 275 is the next area. We're not really pulling back. I mean, we're just, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. Nothing great. I just can't do it. I got to see more. You know, volume's okay, 57 million. Apple's pulling back a little tiny bit. Tesla's still up. I mean, everything's pretty much up. Google's still at the 1100. See, we didn't really pull back off that first hit of the 1100 number. I don't like it. So good thing we didn't do anything with that name. Just with the light volume markets, not that it's super light, but lighter volume markets, that's what we kind of get, guys. All right, if you're new to the room, punch in a symbol. We could take a look at it. And, you know, earnings today, not too much going on. I mean, there are names out there. Let's see. So after the bell, and it's Halloween, too. I don't want to go trick-or-treating tonight in a huge position, and I'm all stressed out. So FIT today, FITs might be an interesting one. NXPI, XPO. Here, I look at this guy. I look at this eWhisper guy on Twitter. So these are AIG. Gosh, what else? Yeah, not too much. WPX. MIC. Yeah, so nothing. NFX, close to NFLX. Tusk. Yeah, MHO. But FIT will be an interesting one. But that's what he shows. And then tomorrow's opener. These are earnings before tomorrow's open. Spotify. So this could be some market mover ones. Tiva. W. Light. What else? Not too many there. And then, of course, Apple coming up. So watch for that one. Apple will be the big name on Thursday. That could possibly drive the, you know, markets up and down. So LMT. Markets are holding. So Tesla's going back up. PM's coming back a little bit. Let's see here. LMT. Yeah, just everything got beat down. Everything's trying to catch a bid. We're going to go to the bigger time frame. That was your area right here. 292. That's what we're holding. But I still think we're going to 261 on all these or the 200 MA. You have a gap fill right here too, and then you have the 200 MA. As long as it's holding that 292 area, if it could get it back above 300, then possibly up some upside. Look what this thing did. Up, down, suck everybody in again, take it to them, suck everybody in again, take it to them. We made a high, lower high, lower high. So let's stick this in there. So if you're trying to go long in this name, here's some more areas. Right there. I want to see something. Well, no, because it retrace. Well, see the retrace here. Yeah, look at that, 750 retrace right there. Now a trend line too. So yeah, an LMT holding strong. If it breaks this low bottom here, then we're going down. And even the last one at 283.43. That's the low one there too. So if it cracks that, then we're going to 261. Again though, SPY and everything floats. It's gonna just grind higher. There's SPY, new high of the day. Oh, see, and that's why, you know what, I'm not doing anything. You know, you want to buy SPY puts, and next thing you know, they're jamming it to you. So, you know, this is the market makers shaking everybody up and down, guys. Just stay out of these markets, especially if you're trying to do cute, fancy trades. Ooh, let's just do it and see what happens. No, don't do it. Don't do it and see what happens. So let's look at MRK again. MRK, let's see here. Has to break 74.30. Yeah, 74.30. Yeah, the high of the day. It's trying. It's trying. And some volume came in too, so that should help the matter. It's at all-time highs, though. You know, 75 will probably be the next area. But we'll see. Someone's trying to come in and push this thing up. But, again, markets come in. This could be the end of this run. But, you know, 1.88% green, $1.37 up. Hey, keeps grinding. Keeps grinding, keeps sticking with it. Trail to stop. FedEx? No, have not done FedEx. FedEx, 10-minute chart, not doing too much. Up 1.73%. Coming off the lows like everything else. But see how that SPY just breaks down and just brings everything down. I'm going to take this. I want to see where this trend line is. So FedEx holding this. Oh, man. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Hold on. For some reason, where is it? Edit chart. Then I get 42 subcategories. Volume. Oops. VOL. Sorry about this, guys. For whatever reason, my volume disappeared. And then I do that, and where is it? Yeah, then it's on there twice. It's like, yeah, just what I want. That must be a glitch in the software. Good thing I pay $190 a month for this. So FedEx, guys, we got a nice bounce. Off this trend line, there's got to be another reason. You got this, you got that. There's your gap fill right there. Gap fill was right at about 210.49. I did like this area down here around 203. But then you have another gap fill here right around the 198. Getting to bounce with everything else. That's pretty much what's going on here. You came into some pretty good support, bounced up. Where we go right into the 20 MA. That's what's holding it down until we get above 221.28. It could possibly go higher. But right now, let's see. We're still down, sideways, chopping around. Everything's going to be a market trade, guys. Period. That's it. If it doesn't, markets don't go up, everything's going down. Markets go up, everything's going up with it. You know, and it could slow grind through the holiday season. That's pretty much what it's been doing the last couple years. So everyone, oh, buy the dip. It's getting to be Christmas time. Markets usually go up. So, but now, guys, with all the stuff going on and the political and Trump and China trade, and remember they're close to a deal again. You know, they were close to a deal a month and a half ago. China trade talks close to a deal. They're almost there, you know, says this reporter. And all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, markets are going down. Where's the China trade deal? And then the last one was the Mexico-Canada trade deal. Close. Close. We're close. Are we close, or are we doing a deal? And then where that didn't, do you hear anything about that anymore? No. But FedEx, guys, nothing to do. If you were short, good trade. If you're trying to go long, I like the 193 area down in here a little bit more. Because now look, even on this, we're making lower highs. Never good. And we're kind of in this channel. We're kind of in the channel. Hold on, guys. Hello? I get every political hack calling me at this point. Huh, this is interesting. So we're in this channel. Now it's kind of a downward channel. So let's keep that on watch. If we do break below this line, this is interesting. Now we're kind of channeling down. So could this go up? Possibly. If the markets grind higher, this could go higher. If you're long in this trade from down in this area, as long as we stay in this channel and hold the 210 area, should be okay. If it starts cracking through here, then you're most likely going to 193. If the SPY starts dumping, you could possibly go lower. It's going to be a market trade, guys, everything. So just keep an eye on that stuff. Let's go back to that MCY. Where are we at with this one? 92, catching a little bit of a bounce now. Nothing crazy, but holding that area. What about the, let's go MRK. All right, it's trying. So we got past it. I don't know. I don't think there's just enough juice there to get this thing going. We're at all-time highs. Looking a little bit tired to me, but, you know, it doesn't mean it can't go pop. Goes the weasel. So long as the markets stay buoyant and green, this one could continue higher. Look at this, though, guys. I was looking at that. Oops. What the heck was that? Oh, I got some glitches today. All right, there you go. Huh. Look at that trend line, guys. So will this go higher? We'll have to see. If it does, though, that could be a trend line breakout and move up. If it doesn't, if it gets above their closes, I want to see some follow through tomorrow. If we get some follow through, then maybe higher prices. Again, I'm going to wait a little bit more on this one because of that. 77.57 right in there, maybe $80, 79.22 area. Tesla's moving higher, 11.75 up on the day. Facebook still kind of just chugging around. SPY's being a little more buoyant, it's floating. Look what happens, guys. Right into the lunchtime hours, goes straight up. Sachs, I just discovered your channel. Wonderful. Hey, thanks, bud. I try, man. We have good trades, we have bad trades. I'm trying to keep everybody safe right now. Not doing too much with my members and stuff. Just slow and steady. We added a couple trades here and there, but I got to see earnings. I'm doing more intraday stuff right now. Get in, get out, quick trades, couple day holds, stuff like that, and just keep moving along. You don't want to be stuck in this trade, in a trade short or long, and the markets are just ripping high or dumping out massively. And that's what we're pretty much getting, guys. We're getting a lot of dumping. All right, let's see. SPY at 60 million. CDW. Oops. Oh, look at that. Wow. Interesting. So they must have had earnings. Did they have earnings today, Caesar? Let me see. CDW. See what these guys are saying. 52-week high. Oh, yeah. Historical earnings price movement. The Amazon of IT. Max Payne is 85. Stock undervalued right now. Stock undervalued. That's what stock undervalued right now. CDW. See the monthly. See what this thing looks like. Almost pull. Yeah, this one's getting ripe, guys. Could go to 100 though. Look at that mover. This is undervalued. After a huge move. CDW Corporation is looking good among hot instruments. Third quarter earnings snapshot. The result. Oh, so they did beat. So they just had earnings, I guess. Wow. I would like 100. Let's see. All right, let's see here. I took an order on CSA put. Oh, you bought puts. Yeah, that could be tough though because it had earnings, so they can hold this thing up. For me, it'd only be shares. Caesar, did you go out a little bit on it? Yeah, just take a small position then. Give it a shot. You do need the markets to go down on this trade though. This trade, if they had earnings, I'm gonna wait. Oh, man, I do like the setup. I do like the fact that we were up yesterday on this one, and then it had some follow through today. You know, with a short. But let's. I'm gonna write this one down. I like this one. CDW 1031. This is at all time highs. Yeah, you definitely need the market to pull back on this one, though. That's the only problem with this trade. Took a small position, you're all right. For me, if it pops up maybe 95, I'll probably start adding there. This one could get to 100. Looking at this, you have these pivots here too. They could possibly start running into. That's right around 93, 94. So let's keep an eye on this one. You know what? I'm going to pull that one. I'm going to put that on my watch list here. CDW. These are the plays I'm looking for, guys. Because if the market starts pulling back one more time, then we're gonna get some more damage. Definitely. Again, guys, if you're new to the room, check out StockBookie.com. It's $30 a month. It's cheap. We're going to do more private sessions like this. I'm doing a lot of public sessions just to honestly get more members on board. I want to get maybe 200-300 people in this room where everyone's looking at stocks. We're trying to find more trades, trying to make more money. That's what we're trying to do here. All of us, we're all in the same boat, guys. Just have to find, get some guidance, find good levels of support, resistance for good bounces. After the fact, now I wish we would have bought the SPY. If we would have been dumping out, it would be like, thank God we didn't buy. I was waiting for a little bit lower. Even the 259 area never made it. 260 even number. There was just too many buyers. I mean, that's what they were doing. Market makers took it down right into this level where people would step up and buy. You get a 2-day bounce. I think it's going to lead to more selling. I'll wait for this thing to go higher and then put some short positions on. I can't chase this thing now. I needed a buck or two lower and then possible trade because we could have easily went down and kissed the 250 area, another 10 bucks. But we're getting the bounce. Got to respect it. Light volume. Where are we now? 61 million. That's what you have to expect in these markets. And then we hit the 220 MA and stuff like that. So that's what we're getting today, guys. Man, I hate days like today. It's like, oh, if I would have only bought a call, even one or two. That would have been nice. Our Facebook put, we did as a spec play, getting smoked today. What are you going to do? I made a couple grand on the Amazon and Google. I was willing to put some risk at it. What are these at? These are at 26 cents right now, so they're getting smoked. Oh, well. Again, it's like the casino. At least I wish I could have got a drink with that trade. But again, you know what? But we're still in November 16th, 130s, puts. If we get some more downside, these could actually get us back to maybe break even. But again, oh well, what are you going to do? See, and that's like, guys, I had a light position on this one. I'm not stressing out. I lost money. It sucks. But I told my members buy 1 or 2 puts. They were at, I think, $250 each. If you're willing to risk $250, that's what you do. If you want to do 2 puts, that's what you do. And that's it. Done. You get in $1. For me, it was like right around 2,500, somewhere in there, maybe a little bit more. I would have to pull it up. But this one I'll let ride and then see where we're at. I still think the markets are coming back in. We're going to get a short-term retrace, some more bleeding. We're still not out of the woods. We got to recapture 275. We get above 275 today, then maybe. You'll get by the dip. Everyone will be out of control then. Buy the dip, hurry, hurry, hurry. Hold on, though. Let's see here. Google just went up a little bit more. 10-minute. Yeah, not yet. I mean, we're into this area now. Jeez. Getting an itchy trigger finger, guys. I might pop into Google here. All right, guys. I am in Hold on here. Gosh, do I want to wait for the 11:10? We need the SPY to pull back. All right, guys, I'm short Google 11:05.50. All right, 11:05.50 Google. All right, hold on here. Gosh, I just 11:05.50. I'm not going to stick her. I'm going to look for a couple bucks, guys. It's the guy. I'm trying to type on here. Short Google. Yeah, I'm gonna post it, but it's already short Google shares 11:05.50. I'm gonna look for a couple bucks, maybe at 1100. I'll look for the $5 and be out. I'm not gonna screw around with this. We're still in the time frame. I mean, we're going into the last hour or hour and a half. I do like that. I don't like the fact that we have light, 62 million on the SPY. We're right back to 11:05.50 again. Let's see if we can get the pull back here. Again, guys, don't load the house. Puts are tough right now. You got to do shares. I do like the fact that we hit this pivot here before we broke down the other day, and then we're right back up, retracing it. We did go back up all this, pretty much staircase up right into this area. I do like that we pierced the 1100 even number, and then we're going to the next area. Next area would be right around the 115, 116 area if we go up. So know that this thing could go up 10 bucks in our face. So don't load the house knowing if you have 1,000 shares, that's a $10,000 loss. Bouncing up a little bit more. This is a SPY trade too. The SPY has to turn back and come back around. We're in the last hour and a half of the trading day. So we'll see if this thing can pull back. It's I don't mind this area here. I like the fact that that's where we broke down the other day. And that was on earnings too, I believe. So we had earnings again. They're, oh, this is great. And then boom, hit this area and then bam, right back down. So let's see if we get these couple bucks and we'll just get the hell out. Let's see what else here. MCY, $60.15. All right, so we're a little bit out of the money, 11:05.93 on the Goog. Again, got high, we got to get a pullback on the markets. Markets aren't really, even the IWM, everything else is kind of making highs of the day and the IWM is not. That's the other thing I'm looking at too. It's like, all right, why isn't the IWM making highs? And the IYT is lagging too. So those lagging are never, ever good in the markets. All right. Apple spec play for tomorrow. Nothing yet, Eric. I'm not going to do it. I want to see what happens tomorrow with Apple. They could drive this thing up higher. I'll buy some puts. I'll buy a couple puts, and that's it. I still, still ahead on those other puts on Amazon and Google. So I'm willing to pay, put another, a little bit at risk again. Apple most likely will pull off a good earnings report, but who knows? It almost has to, kind of like Facebook. It almost has to stay green today just to calm everybody down. That's the problem with this stuff. I think she goes down. Yeah, I think so too. But, until we get that tomorrow, who knows? I thought Facebook would fade. I mean, it faded after hours real nice to that 137 area. And then bam, right back up. So it was almost like someone came in and saved the day. Got to save Facebook. Holy crap. This thing goes down, 20 bucks tomorrow. It's not going to be good for the markets. So banks keep SPY up on news, Fed easing. Yeah, of course. That the Fed is keeping. If the Fed has an underlying bid in these markets, guys, every time those sellers stop selling, this is what we get straight up. Light volume comes in, nobody's selling anymore, and then we get the the push up on non-existing volume. Hate these days. Then they just grind it. And then there's not too much to do other than wait for specific areas to short or go long. And then throw a put on CGC. Yeah, CG. Yeah, no, we were short this one. And I just took the money. When I saw that Tilray go up, I was just like, oh my gosh, get me out of this thing. All right, so Google's in the money a little bit. Yeah, I'm not touching this one. We were short actually right around 50, 51 bucks. pulled back $3, and I was just like, I'm out. Of course, then it dropped. It's holding okay. Let's look at TLRY. All right, guys, Google, we're up about $1 in the trade right now. We're at 1104.48. Let's see if we get that couple more bucks and we'll be done, or at least I'll be done. Yeah, this one's up $7 today. So the MJ getting a little bit of a bid today. But, look what they did here. They got everybody sucked in. They brought it down. Everyone sold. They chased it again. They sucked down, sold. Everyone chased it again, and they got sucked down again and sold. So now instead of making, all right, we're $2 in the trade now. Let's go back to Google. All right, guys, Google's pulling back. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. SPY pulls back. This should help the trade. 103. All right, keep going. Come on. 1103.76, 1103.46. So we got $2 on this trade. Come on, baby. All right, everybody cheer. That sometimes helps. I used to scream at the screen, come on, UMF, pull back. Every time I buy a stock, it goes down. Every time I short a stock, it goes up. There's somebody watching. And then I found out, yeah, there's market makers. Every time if you go in a trade on a slow day, they're going to shake you up and down and take all your money. And then when you go short, they take you up. They take the stock up. As soon as you cover, then it goes down. And then it's like, oh, shit, it's going down again. I'm going to do it again. And then you chase it back down, then they bring it up again, and it's like, oh, my gosh. I've been on so many wrong sides of the trade in my life where it's like, you know what, just sit back, let this thing do whatever. This is just insane. All right, well, so we're getting a pop back up, about $1 up on the trade now. Let's see if we could pull back, though. I love this area, too. This is where we broke down yesterday and just got slaughtered. So they're going to have a lot of juice to pop it through this area. So, all right, 1104.16. If you want to protect this trade, just put a stop. I never put a stop on the level 2, guys. Never. You put your bid out there. Market maker's going to come out, stop you out, and then send this stock down or up, whichever way you're trying to go. You show your position out there and put it out there. They're going to take it, especially if it's this close. All right, let's look at. Well, I'm in this trade, so I got to keep an eye on this. I think they had earnings today. Possibly. Yeah, there's your earnings play. There's that. Pops right up into this. Be careful with this name. If you can't get above this $25 area, I think that's going to be it for this one. It's going to possibly go back down. If we end up like this with a topping tail, it's got to get back above this high to go higher. Nice pop on earnings. Will it go higher? I don't know. 1105. So, hey, back out of the money. 1105.64 on Google. Markets are catching a little bit of a bid again. It's not helping the trade at all. We'll see what happens. See if we could get a pullback again. Maybe we should have just covered at the $2 and said thank you very much. We'll see. Yeah, after SPY was pulling back a little bit and everything was getting a little pullback, and just a quiet market. Tough trade, guys. Just make sure you're light. Light position. Yeah, UA, not too much to do, or a UAA. Weekly chart. Yeah, look at this. Look at this same crap. We bring it up, get everyone to chase. They bring it down, they get everyone to sell. Now they're bringing it up. The people who sold here are chasing up here. Big area is 25, guys. If we can get past 24.75, $25, then we'll probably go to 30. At 30, then I'll probably start taking profits and saying, hey, that's enough's enough. But we got a dead cat bounce from here from 2017. It's been going up for about almost a year, actually. We got the bid here. Not bad. If you're in this thing long, just trail the stop. Market stay buoyant. This could stay up and move higher throughout the year, all the way to Christmas, maybe. So for me, this would have been the area down here around $10. This and this retrace, it could easily click and go right back down. So big area is the 25. If it get above that, you could probably go to 30. But this could be a head fake too. They bring it down because everyone who chased it long, now they got slaughtered, not slaughtered, but beat down a little bit. And then boom, right back up. So it's just the head fake, and then they lead it right down to lower prices. As long as it's holding this trend line, it should be okay. So just keep an eye on this one. If you're long on this one from the $17 area, $17.50, you're in the driver's seat. just trail the stop. You don't want to wake up to a huge down day again, 800-point down day on the Dow, and this thing's tanking because it will drag it down. Period. Tesla. Yeah, but it's not, not bad. Let's look at the monthly. It was a beatdown name, though. I mean, here's your support right here. I remember looking at this one. This is a support, and then this is when it took off. Look at this, $52 name. It's $11. You're going to get by the dippers. But, is this the fake, comes down, retraces up, hits these areas of resist. This is great resistance in here, including this up here. So 23, 44, $25. If it cracks that, then most likely 30. So just make sure your positions are small right now. Don't get crazy. Tesla. Oops. TSLA. Yeah, we went over this today. It's just basing. 340 is a good area. 347 and then 352.62 with the 350 even number. You have a gap fill here still that we didn't fill. Barely 347.83. So that's something to look at there too. And we'll see where it takes us. I think as the markets stay buoyant, this will possibly move higher. It's a news-driven stock, so Elon might tweet today. I guess there was another driverless, hands-free accident the other day, and they're being sued now, Tesla. If that means anything, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if they just throw this crap out there to try to sink this stock. So, but it's a good area. We had earnings. They went up. Supposedly they hit all their numbers. Everything's great again in Tesla. They're not bleeding cash or anything. So I don't know. That's hard to believe. What program am I using? This is not Realtic, eSignal. The charts, you mean, Gabriel? Yeah, this is all eSignal that I'm using here. I pay $190 a month to have these charts. I'm considering looking at Thinkorswim so I don't have to pay this. I'm just a cheap ass. I love these tools. They're never down. I mean, maybe one time I was having issues with them. I mean, there's a little bit of glitches sometimes with the trend lines and stuff, but we'll see. I've been working with Thinkorswim for a little bit too on the charts to see how those work. Because hey, man, $190 in my pocket, I could take my kids out every month golfing or to go-karting for $190. That's how I look at things, guys. The older I get, that's how I'm looking at stuff. All right, so Google 1104.91, pulling back a little bit, nothing crazy. We'll see if it can pull back. Come on, SPY, dump it. Dump it out. Let's get one good sell session. Then we could get out of this trade. Even if, I think we could get $5. I think it could go down to 1,100. But yeah, Tesla, nothing really to do. If you're long, just tighten the stop, trail it. If it keeps chopping around, we have a good possibility of going higher. If the SPY dumps, then, I'd be looking for lower prices here. Support area would be the 200 MA. This little pivot here around 320. 320 to 317, 316. 200 MAs at 311 if it does come down. Again, this one, every time it goes up 100 points, it comes down 100 points. So just be careful with this one. Go-karting, right, though? $190, it doesn't seem like a lot of money, but $190 to my kids, I tell them, my dad spends $190 on these charts. They're like, $190? Why do you do that? Dad, we could go the circus or whatever they say, or you could buy me Minecraft, Dad, or Roblox. All right, guys, 1102 on Google, and I'm like, kid, if I short Google today and I have 1,000 shares, I can make $3,000 and I'm out. All right, 1101.85. SPY's pulling back. 1101.46 on Google. Get ready, guys. Get ready. All right, guys. AIG could you know what? Let's go to Google right now. If you guys are in this trade, we got to pay attention to this one here. All right, guys. 10-minute chart. We are pulling back. 1101.46. If you want to take something off the table, take it off. It's a $3 move. Pull it. I mean, if you pull it off, you're going to pop this one. The shorts cover, this one will pop up. All right, 1101.30. All right, guys, get ready. All right, 1101.30. See if we could pull back. 1102.18. SPY pulls back. Come on. We got to have the indexes pull back for this sort in trade to work. The 1100 even number, that's where I'm looking at to pull half off. I'll get my $5, hopefully. You like the go-karting one, huh, Gabriel? But yeah, if that's what you're asking, it's eSignal Pro. eSignal Pro, I think. All right, 1101.81. AIG, let's look at that one real quick here. All right, 1101.81, 1102 on Google. AIG, gosh, we're at the low. I mean, it could pop on earnings. If it pops, watch the 47 area. Watch this gap fill at 45. Watch this area right here, gap fill at 48.58. All right, 1101.69. Starting to catch a little bit of a bid again. 1101.53. 1101.16. Come on, drop a little bit more. Yeah, it could bounce. You know, maybe. I mean, you're into some, you're in a little bit oversold condition here. If it has good earnings, why wouldn't it? I just want to see, is there any other reason why we're bouncing here? Yeah, we had that little pivot right there. 41.58. So as long as it recovers on that one, it should. All right, hold on, guys. All right, 1128 on Google. All right, let me get ready because I gotta get this done for my members. Covered half. Google at. All right, guys, come on. Get that one more little push here. I'm going to put 1100 in here. So if my members, my guys who aren't following me here on a live stream here, I gotta protect these guys. It is bouncing a little bit. 1177 or 1177 cents. Hate these big numbers here. All right, if it crosses 1100, here we are, 1130. Up, there we go, there we go. Let's see what we can get, guys. Let it fall, let it fall. All right, here we go, guys. Let it go, let it go. All right, I'm going to click 1100 on for my followers on Twitter. I don't want these guys to get stuck in this thing. I am half out at 1099.77, guys. 1099.77. So I am half out of the trade here. Is it 1099.70? Yeah. Right in there, even 1100. Just get out. I don't know. Gosh, hold on, guys. I don't have where they filled me. Yeah, 11 or 1099.77. Jeez. All right, just protect this trade, guys. Protect this trade. We got 550 on the first half. Awesome. But going back to AIG, yeah, I mean, it could bounce here, guys. It's an oversold condition. It's coming off a bearish pattern on the weekly. Look, down, sideways, beneath the MAs. It is weak. If it pops up, if it gets into the $50 area, this is where you're thinking about selling it again. 50, 51, 52, especially if you bought down here on the dip. All right, guys, 1173 on Google. It's bouncing now, 1101. People are covering, including ourselves, if you took that trade. Oh, you're in Kenya? Nice, man. Did you get 1099, Alex? Beautiful. If you got that, beautiful. Yeah, it took a little dip right there. Nice. Google 1102. Nice. Did you guys get that? All right, 1099 again, guys. Protect this trade. I think if we start falling, I think we could get I think it could go back. But AIG, just be careful. It could bounce. If you want to buy some calls, like 1 or 2 calls, that's not a bad play. If it goes down, just be willing to, whatever you're willing to risk, because I mean, I think AIG could go back to 20 bucks, if you ask me. Let's take a retrace. Hold on. We're at 1100 now on Google. Retrace 37.55, 31 in this pivot here if it falls. So 50, 51 if it pops, 31 if it drops. All right, 1099.50 on Google, guys. I'm still in half position. Yeah, we're right in the mid-range of this retrace, though, 50%. It could go either way, so just be careful with this one. If you do take a share, something, just take small shares. Small share size or 1 or 2 puts or calls, something small. All right, 1101.25. So Google is popping up and down. Just make sure you got a break even in there or a mental break even. Don't put your trade out there. They will take you. Right there, that's their next area. I like a 1096 or the 20 MA if we could get down there. All right, 1113 cents. Come on, baby. All right, everybody cheer. It will help. Yell at the screen a little bit. All right, come on. A little bit more. We got, see the SPY starting to pop up a little bit. SPY comes in a little bit. Shit, that's going to kill this trade, guys. SPY's catching another bid right now. Damn it. But this is the area where we broke down last time. That's what I like about this trade. Come on, SPY. Damn, Q's trying to make a run. The DIA at the high of the day. Damn, that could mess this trade up. Come on. We're half out, guys. Half out. Hold on, I gotta get my Twitter thing ready to go. Covered last half. Google. Short shares. Gosh. I try to do the best I can with the Twitter, guys. So as soon as I get out, I click it, and then I punch it in right here. Hopefully get to, let's try to get to the 1095 area. What I'm looking for here is actually this 20 MA there. Because it is slightly bullish up here, guys, above the MAs doing this, but we do have a lot of resistance right here. Remember the 1116, remember that resistance. Every time we got there, they flushed it. All right, 1099.76. Again, guys, if you took this trade, just protect it. And if you took this trade with 100 shares, you made $500, go to my website, sign up. Don't be a cheap ass. No, I don't. Whatever, guys. I'll be doing more stuff. I love teaching people how to trade. I love trying to find the next best fade play, the next best, long. I haven't gone long too much. I've showed you guys the SPY chart. I can't go long in a market that's been going up for 10 years, guys, unless on some good support. But Kenya, huh? That's crazy, man. All right, 1098.75 now. Come on, a couple more bucks. All right, SPY's pulling back again, guys. You know what? I'm going to put, I'm going to take this link off. I'm going to put the SPY over here so we can watch the SPY. All right, so 10-minute chart. All right, I'm going to blow this up a little bit here so everyone can see. Here's where we're going. See how we got caught a little bit of a bid? Now it's coming back in a little bit. If this thing starts to come in, that will help this trade because everything's a market trade. See how the SPY goes up, guys, right here? See how the Google went up? Because everyone's buying the dip. Especially, SPY didn't go up as much, but look at Google, guys. Everyone, oh, buy the dip, here it goes. Oh, my gosh, we're missing the trade. And then next thing you know, we're freaking getting wrenched on again. So everything's going to move with the SPY, guys, period. And then the other thing I liked about Google here on this up move, we hit the 20 MA on the daily chart, guys. That's another reason. Then you got this big long bar where we dumped out. The high of the day on that bar was about 1108. That was another reason why I like this trade. Got to find reasons, guys. I hate the fact that we're in kind of a light volume market. We're only 66 million on the share. Yeah, man. But what do you mean? Apple has been amazing on long trade. Oh yeah, Apple's every trade's been amazing on the long side, period. I agree with that. I wish I would have been long. But when you start getting markets that are long in the tooth, you just can't. I mean, yeah, Apple could go up another $50. That's great. For me, I'm going to wait for the push up and then short it. I just can't buy a stock that went from 90 to 220 in a year or what have you. And then hopefully it goes up another, 100%. I just can't do it. Not when we're starting to make, big money's distributing right now in these markets, guys. That's why we're getting these nasty ass moves up and down. That's what's going on right now. And it's when they're not all distributing. Maybe a small hedge fund the other day, maybe a small, institutional player distributing. They take turns. If all these guys sell at one time, we're going to get a 15-point down day on the down, and we're going to get a flash crash. They're going to hit the circuit breakers the whole 9 yards. Guys, we're at a 1098 on Google L right now. If you want to take the rest off, you can. That's a $7 move. If you had 100 shares, that's a $700 trade. Not sad. Well, if you held, I'm gonna see if we could push down into 20 MA. I'm gonna be a little bit of a pig, but I'll be ready if it pops up to 1105, 1106. I'm done. I'm out. Yeah, I watched this markets go straight up. But as it goes straight, just like as the markets go straight up, it was going up. I'm looking for a pullback to short. Looking for an up move, pull back to short. Just like now on the downside, I'm shorting, waiting for the pullback to go up. Then I'm going to short again. I'm going to buy the dip, comes in, I'm going to short again. That's how I'm going to play these markets. And I might, if I could find good support, I might go long. But if we start getting the downtrend intact, going long is going to be a little bit tougher. All right, guys. So SPY is not, it's pulling back. All right, there we go. We're getting a little bar. See how it's starting to come down a little bit, and then the Google trade comes in a little bit more. So 1198 again. I'm ready on the. I'm ready with the with my Twitter site. All right, guys. So cover last half, short shares, Google at. I'm just getting ready to punch it in. But if I cover, guys, you guys hold, because every time I cover, the stock will go down another 20. It just does. It's the most bizarre thing. I think when a lot of shorts are covering, they take it down on purpose, the market makers, because they want the shorts to chase it lower, and then they'll turn it and jam it up there. You know what? All right, we're at 1096.65, guys. All right, here it goes. So I you know what? I might do half of the half. All right, I'm gonna get ready here, guys. I'm on my other computer trading, guys. All right, get ready. I'm gonna have to, if it hits 1095, I'm gonna tell my members on Twitter to get the hell out. I'm not gonna, because I gotta protect those guys. That's a $10 move, guys, in 30 minutes if it goes. All right, so SPY's pulling back. Watch, see how the SPY's pulling back over here now? That should help this trade as we grind. So we started grinding right at 9:10. Where did we start grinding here? 8:50, 9 o'clock, 9:10. Grinding. We start pulling back. Look what happens. Starting to pull back. So 1097.05, guys. See if we get one more push down. It almost looks like it wants to. Now remember, we had good support here too at 197 from this high. Then we pulled back, and then we took off. So that's going to be some support there as well. Let's do this too. I'm going to do more short-term trading, guys. This is more intraday. I'm going to stick a short-term Fibonacci. So we're into the 250 right there, and we have the 20 MA as well as good support here. If the SPY continues to pull back, that will help this trade. So 1097.56. Any of you guys catch this trade? Any of you guys in this trade? Hopefully somebody is doing it. 197.77. All right, SPY, come on. We got to get a little more. Remember, we're above all the MAs again on the SPY. That's not helping the matter either. So even if we come down 290 or 271.98 is support here, right here at the 20 MA, the 20 moving average. The yellow line's the 20 MA. The orange one is the 50 MA. The red one is the 200 MA. This is the big boy right here, the 200. 20 is not too much, but after a move like this, we went right up. 20 MA's holding it, but if we go through that 20 MA, we have a little bit of a tail here. Let's see if we get some more follow through. Yeah, see how the 20 MA's holding this. It's been holding the Google up. So everything's pegged to the 20 MA today. All right, guys. So we went down. All right, we're catching a little bit of a bid now off this 20 MA. Some people are probably covering too now that we're kissing it. What was the low? 1096.59. So 1096.24, catching a little bit of a bid here. Remember, that's going to be a little bit of support here. Do we turn around and go right up? Possibly. It is Google. It is Google. All right, come on. One more. We need the SPY, though. Qs are pushing down a little bit. IWM's a little bit red. The DIA's coming in a little bit. The IYT's only 89 up. We're at 397 up on the Dow still. Nice day. Nice up move on the day, guys. Hats off to the bulls. People are getting crazy now. Yeah, you know what, Alex? You got a little bit of a delay. You got maybe a 10-second delay. on my live stream. It sucks. I can't do anything about it. It's killing me. Right, because I'm getting bids at 1098.52, 1098.45, 1098.09. I'm a little bit delayed, guys. You're all the way in on Google. I bought my Google back early, took $5 profit, bought back too early. Hey, that's all right. Hey, B-Rabbit, you took a profit. That's it. It's all that matters, man. You won't go broke. You keep taking profits, you're not going to go broke. That's why we pulled half off on this one. It starts moving up again, I'm just going to take it off and be done. Which it is moving. We're at 1099.10 now. 1099.20. 1,000 shares on that one. 1099.21. Now, SPY's catching a little bit of a bid, so it's going to be a little bit tough now. All right, let's see here. Yeah, everything's starting to catch a little bit of a bid on the overall indexes. And then, we go into the 20 MA. But now we're going back up to that the 10 or 1100 number. So let's see if that can hold this thing down. Tesla's coming in a little bit. Everything else is staying pretty tough right now. PM's staying, I mean, it's still down $1.80, but it's holding. Facebook's holding that 20 MA as well. What do we have left? Almost an hour left. Yeah, SPY's holding now. Have a little bit of a tail on that last 10-minute candle. And this is the 10-minute time frame, guys. 10-minute, 60, or I usually have the 10-minute here, the 60-minute here, and the daily here, just to watch all time frames. Just to keep an eye on everything. So 1099.37 on Google, 1099.19, 19. Just need a pullback, which is a lot to ask for today in this market. 68 million on the day. Light volumes taking the markets up. All right, the 250 retrace as well at the 1098.17. That's holding this thing up too. Google, that is. And then for years, everyone know, the last hour is the power hour. Just buy stocks and it goes up. Oh my gosh. It's insane, the power hour. But they got everybody programmed, guys, that just buy the dip, everything's going up, and that's what they've been doing the last month in October, and they've just getting slammed. But that's what these guys do. They get you in a trance. They get you in the mindset that the markets are never going down. Just buy the dip, it goes up. The sour hour. Lately, it's been the sour hour. Been bullish. Yeah, Take Two's been ripping. So, all right, let's go back. We can look at Take Two. Not yet. Almost there, guys. I love the gap fill here. Take Two. Look at that. Nice retrace. We come back into this area up in here. Gap fill. This 133 pivot. Even 140 double top. So keep an eye on this one, guys. Yeah, if you're in from 110, though, you're doing well. You're doing good on this one. So let's see if we can get it back up a little higher, and then boom. Yeah. Let's look at the weekly. The sour hour. Yeah, it's hold. They're trying to hold this thing. All right, 1098.94 coming in a little tiny bit. SPY still staying a little bit strong. But yeah, nice. This is what you want to do, guys. This is the retrace. Let's see if we could get 135, 136. If this thing reaches up there, short it. This is where they get everyone in, they shake everyone out, get everybody in, shake everybody out, and they just keep boom, 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 boom. This is another one, though. Let's look at the monthly. Even the yearly is ridiculous. Monthly high flyer, my price target's 103 right now, 100. So if it gets up there a little bit more, you could take this one short. No problemo. Google L. Let's go back to that. Excuse me. Yeah, we're holding this area, guys. Damn, they're not going to make it easy. But again, we need the SPY to sell. The Qs, the IWM, the overall markets. The overall market's dumped. This will go lower. But, you know, again, though, we had a nice bid on this one. We're for $50 up, guys. $50 off, and we're almost 100 points off the low of yesterday. So, you know, you get by the dippers. That's the mentality in these markets right now. It's still alive and well. A little bit tough in October. You know, people that buy the dippers are thinking right now, ooh, do I do this? Do I buy Amazon? Some guys are saying a little lower. Do I buy BA up here? Oh, I don't know. Some guys are saying a little lower. You know, I would wait for another pullback. Because you know, what I'm seeing on the charts, a lot of this up move, like retraces, are led with big selling. So again, though, 69 million on the SPY, not too great today. We might even do under 100 today. We'll see. If we start pulling back at the end of the day, the volume will pick up. All right, guys, so we're sitting in this trade. Maybe take a nap, see what happens. Let's take a look at some. I'm just going to look through my list here. How's that MCY trade doing? All right, so we're in the 50, 59.95, so we're doing in that one. How's that Merck one going? MRK. A member said this one looks good for a little bit of a pop. Yeah, look at that. So we got it. I mean, it went through that high, but it popped, got everyone on, and now they're shaking them out. That was your good trend line right there. If you look at the daily chart. All right, Google's at 1098, even number. Let's see here. Daily chart. There's your trend line right there, guys. So if it doesn't get through that, I think, you know, this is, I like this. You know what, guys? I'm going to do a short swing on this one. I like this setup, guys. I'm hold on. I'm short this name MRK at 74.22. So let me do this. I like this trend, and remember, copy, save some room just in case it goes up. Like the trend line. I like that we're at highs. Of course, we need to pull back on everything to get this one working. But gosh, you got to pick on names that are at all-time highs right now. All right, so I'm going to post that one. And you know, you don't pick on even the ones at the lows that have been beaten down. Those are the ones you want to go long. But right now, you know, if we get the pullback, another big pullback in the markets, these will go lower. But this one, you know what? Like I said, you go to 75, it could still go a little bit higher. So don't load the house on this trade. Know that it can, you know, can go up. You have 77.57. You have you know, $80. But we're right almost there. You know, $80 maybe. But we'll cost average it. Our average will be right around 77.50 or so. And boom. But I do like that. All right, let's see here. Let's go back to Google. Google 1098.30. SPY's still holding up. The 98.18. Let's go back into that. Holding the 250 retrace as well. But now, though, you know, I do like what's happening here. We're down. We're starting to go sideways. So, but we're still above the 20 moving average. I don't like that's support. That's kind of killing me there. Yeah, I got about a 10-second delay, maybe 8-second delay. I think when I go to meeting, when I get more members and they could do more intraday stuff and we go private, more private sessions, then I'm going to have to just go to meeting and then do it that way. Because I think I found go meetings more, well, has maybe a 2-second delay. Yeah, we're catching a bid on the SPY, guys, a little bit. We're trying to get through that 273 number. Remember, it's the power hour. Here we go. Here we go. Just buy the dip, guys. Don't worry. Everything goes up at the end of the day every time. There have been a little bit of selling pressure towards the end of the day, too. Yeah, SPY's catching a bid. Everything else is moving higher. Apple's at 662 up. Facebook caught a little bit of a bid. Darn, we should have just pulled those off. I still think more so. I mean, we're going into Apple earnings tomorrow, guys. I'm sitting on my hands with some of these trades. Google, if I hold half, we'll see. We'll see if I hold half. I might just pull the trigger and take my, $5, $6 and be done. Say thank you very much. On to the next one. That's what you almost have to do, guys. You just got to move along. Say, you know what? Good enough. If it goes down, it goes down. And believe me, guys, every time I get into trades, that's what happens. And what is that? 74.22. All right, what was that now? IR now down. Market will follow tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, starting to go negative a little bit. Yeah, this didn't move at all. There's your gap right here. It did go up to the up to here as well. I don't even know who that is. No idea. They're even politicals are calling even my phone, my cell phone too. It drives me nuts. All right, we're at over 1,100 now on Google. We're starting to catch a bid on the SPY. That's what's not helping our trade. SPY goes up. That's what happens, guys. It's the power hour, guys. They're just going to buy the dip and keep it going. They got areas they got to hit, period. This one's a little bit negative here. A little bit of a retrace going up here into the 50% retrace here. So, yeah, I love this retrace on the IYR as well. This could definitely start going down too. All right, keep an eye on Google, guys. 1,100 now, or 1,160. Excuse me. Yeah, it's holding up. Look at that. So we get this, we get the small retrace, and then boom, we might go right back up. 1101, 1,162 cents. Yeah, it's definitely like a 10. Damn it. It's about 10 seconds. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. All right, let's see what we do here. If we hold on, not earnings. There's some earnings out today. No big names like the Apples or anything like that, but keep an eye on stuff. Tomorrow morning, we'll probably go. Let's see here. Look at some more of the earnings. Let's see what's tomorrow morning. I don't think there was anything that big either. Pumping hard, trying. Is that what's going on? Yeah, I don't even have CNBC on in the background today. Are they pumping the hell out of the markets today? Did they bring Buffett out and Tepper and Siegel and stocks are cheap? Got to buy the dip. We have a correction. And then you get the up move like this, and they're telling everyone to buy. Like Kramer will be on tonight. Oh, I think it's time to buy. And then when it starts crashing again, and it will be like, well, got to be safe in these markets. That's why, for me at least, guys, I'm trying to wait for this retrace higher on the SPY and then possibly short again. If it doesn't, then I'm going to wait for lower levels to go long. And if I'm sitting around doing nothing, that's what I got to do. I had a great year of trading. My members had a great year, and to put out trades because I'm bored. I mean, kind of like this Google trade, a little bit bored today. It worked out. It was a good area. First hit of the 200 MA here. Double top, pierced through the 1,100. Gets to this area too, the 1108 area, which is this little high where it broke down yesterday. Got to step up. We took the $5, boom, out. Now it's it's SPY moving up. Here it goes. I should have got the couple bucks at the 97 and said thank you. On to the next one. Everything catching a bid. Excuse me. We're at 11.97 cents. See if they can push this thing up a little more. What do you think about a short on TNDM? If it gets up to 40. TNDM. Let's look at the weekly. See where this thing. Yeah, I mean, if this thing retraces up, if they move on news? Did they have earnings? Anything like that? 40's not bad. I kind of like the 43. Look at the retrace on this. So if we go to the, let's just go to the high. Let's go this one here. Yeah, 40's not bad. Coming off this pivot here though, I kind of like 42.38 and the 45. Because at least if we know it goes to 50, if you do a 45, add at 50, you could get around at 47.50 on this one. Yeah, we gotta let it retrace a little bit more. 40's not bad though. You got the 50 MA here, but you're coming off of a higher low, and you're coming off of a little bit of a pullback here. Get everybody out. Shorts are covering. That could push this higher. I do like what you're looking at. The other wild card though, if you got this little W bottom, and if it breaks above 40, you could definitely move up into these areas back here. So right now, nothing to do. Let's see how it reacts at the 40 level. If it gets there, and if it just turns and drops, then you're looking at 20 bucks. If the market's going, everything like that. But yeah, 40's not bad, but let's see how it reacts on there. If it retraces, goes up. Markets, you got to remember, you got to line everything up with the markets too. If the markets keep catching a bid, this will go higher. If the markets start falling, this can easily turn around tomorrow and just go straight down. But I like what you're seeing on that one. 50% retrace, 618 coming in this area. Let's see if we get a little higher on this one. Again, keep an eye on the SPY. SPY moves up. This should continue higher. Let's see what the move. Yeah, a little gap up and boom, just took off. A million traded on a day, so I like that. Look at the monthly just to see what the monthly looks like. Yeah, oh man, this is a beatdown name. 280, jeez. Wow. Yeah, be careful with this. They could put a squeeze on this one. So even 60, God, I like the 61 area. 80, if it ever got there. Oh, what do you think about for the AM? Short on spot for the AM. That's a tough one. I love shorting, guys. Don't get me wrong. Look at this though. They just creamed everybody. They never made it to 200. All the short guys like me, they're all waiting 201, 203, 204. Never made it straight down. Jesus. Let's see here. All right, 1099.16 on Google now. 1098.58 coming in. Leave Spotify alone. If it moves up, we'll put a short on this one. Yeah, let it go up. They could possibly have good earnings, and if it drops, we'll look for lower levels. I know Eric, for a spec play, maybe. It's just tough. I mean, it's been beat down. We came into this low pivot right here, and that's what we're holding. Yeah, I mean, if you do buy one put, a couple $100. Whoa, there you go. 1097.82 now. God, that was a nice little sell on Google. Not nice. Yeah, that's a tough one on spot. It's still a new issue. It's only issued on April. Not a lot of technicals other than they brought it up and they're killing everybody now. Spot, because weren't they Kramer? Everyone was upgrading it up here. And I was like, you got to short this thing at 200. All right, 1097.75. But I do like, you know what? If this thing pops up, look for 168 and 171 in this area. But I mean, this one could be a beast on earnings. It could damn well go to 184. Just follow me on StockTwits, guys, at StockBookie. I might post something on there. If you're a member, you'll get the trade on Twitter, of course. Breaks yesterday, support at 59.88. Are you in the trade, B-Rabbit, with us on that one? B-Rabbit. little M&M, huh? Let's see here. How long do you think it will go? How low do you think it will go? MCY? I don't know. Hopefully freaking zero. Let's see. All right, I got to keep an eye on this flipping Google trade. 1098, 1098.27. I shouldn't be a pig. All right, so good support was right here. Yeah, you got it. So 6019 now was support. We're cracking that. Next area will be 5883. So yeah, if we close below the 60 area, that's going to be good for this trade, guys. I'm thinking 54-ish. Yeah, why not? I'm thinking, yeah, right here about 54.70. This will be support here. Let's see. See if we can find other reasons, guys. Let's see. Let's go to the bigger time frame. Yeah, 54. I mean, if this thing just slingshots back and comes straight down, I think we could fill the gap at 50. And then if the markets are tanking, we could go right back down lower than 50. But again, we're in up here, around the 57, 58 or what have you, whatever price you got at. I'm looking for that $5 and I'll be done. But yeah, 54, 55 is good. Maybe sell half. Pulls back a little bit more. 55.76 will have some support. This is from the big Fibonacci, though, guys. Which it can overshoot and go down lower, or we could stay up here too. All right, Google 1098.91 now, so a little bit of a bounce up. Damn, nice little pullback right there. Someone wanted out. They're like, you know what? Give me my profit. I'm done. I'm not going to mess around, especially with Apple coming around. Yeah, but no, yeah, 54-ish, perfect. Love that area. That'll be a nice trade. $5, $6 trade, boom, done, out the door. But again, it's going up on news. Yeah, the TMDM. Yeah, just be careful. You're right in the mid-range, I think, on that one. All right, 59.75. Keep going, baby. Everybody together. Hey, keep going lower. Yeah, the TMDM. Yeah, I mean, gosh, yeah, $40. Let it, but if it forms that W pattern, this thing could go back to the highs. So this is key right here, how it handles this. Starts getting choppy, forms a base, then it could possibly go higher. But bring that up in a future stream. We'll take a look at that one too. Damn, 1099.90 now on Google. Damn. Right back up. Just won't give it to us, guys. But that's the area right here. This is 1100's having trouble with. Ah, man. SPY's catching a little bit again. Let's run it into the 273 number, even number. That's where it's having a little bit of trouble. 1128 on Google, 1099.97 on Google. Guys, I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be back in a second. Keep an eye on that Google. All right, guys. Did I miss anything? 1099.77, 1100. Yeah, so it's just chopping around. SPY's trying to catch a little bit of a bid. What else here? Anything else that's any out of the ordinary? And everything pretty much just went up and held. MCY 59.70, so that's pulling back, slow and steady. Children's Place, though, damn it. Yeah, a little bit more on this one. That would have been. Look at the weekly. You know what? It did go to double top. No. We missed that. Damn it. Look at that, guys. How did I miss this trade? Damn, look at that. The gap and the crap. Oh, man. Let's see if we can retrace one more time on this one. I still like this one up here as a short. Yeah, look at that. 125 would have been my price target. Damn. How did I miss that? See, and this is why I like doing the live streams and stuff. Because trades like that, you know, we would have kept, someone would have kept their eyes on that trade. Dang. I knew they were. But it's Children's Place. That should be a $300 stock. Yeah. No, it should be actually should be 700 like CMG. Oh man. Darn it. What a great man. All right, where's Google? 1100 still right sitting right about there. Let's get a daily on this one again. Darn it, look at that. I gotta wait for the retrace if we do. If we stay buoyant tomorrow, this thing retraces back like the 155, 157, then we'll think about taking this one again. We've traded this name plenty of times, guys. Plenty of times. Darn it, though. See, I'm looking at Google. I'm looking at other names. Darn. And this one I had on my radar, too, because I knew it was like, all right, if this thing pops to the highs, I gotta take this one short. All right, keep an eye on Google. About 1100 still. SPY's popping, though, so that's not helping us. You know, other than, we got a nice bit. Maybe some profit takers take some money. Maybe day traders take a little bit of money out of Google today. You know, it was a nice move, $50 move or whatever it was. Was it 50? Yeah, $50 move. Shit. Time to sell. Say thank you very much on to the next one. All right, guys. Gosh, darn it. See, because I'm looking at this place now. 150 could be support where we could bounce up again. You know, I'd play it more on the monthly chart where it's going to take a little bit of time. Shares, shares for me on this trade because they can hold this up. And we'd be playing this as, oh, darn. Got to pay attention. Oh, man. Right here was it. Darn it. And, yeah. Monthly. You still look at a 125 or lower price target on this one. You know what? I'm taking a swing trade on this. I've traded this so many times. I traded it here for a short, here for a short, here for a short. Every time it popped up, we short again. Just if you do it, swing. Just make sure you have more to add at 160. And that's it. But gosh darn it, $10 move. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, because we shorted this name a bunch of times, and they all were pretty good. All right, guys, give me a second here. I'm just looking through some stuff here. Yeah, anybody else see some high flyers? Let me know. 1098.94 on Google, and then all time like the MRK, that one too, all-time highs. Markets are going to pull back again, guys. Start getting in some short positions again. Mostly shares though, because this could take a little bit with the holidays coming up, November, end of the month. Maybe a little window dressing today. All that good stuff. All right, let's see. Yeah, Children's Place. Wow. Dang, I cannot. Oh, that's still. Now, what are you going to do? Can't get them all. That's why I wish, I had members. And once I teach you guys how to do technical analysis, you guys are looking at the same stuff. Then you guys are sending me direct messages. Hey, man, look at this one. Look at this one. Look at that one. We go, oh, well, boom, boom, boom. We can start doing it. Yeah, because I want to start adding more positions here as we, as time goes by as well. Damn, though. All right, sorry about that, guys. Oh, there goes Google. Damn, I've been watching it. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I got to pay attention here. All right, see how the SPY's pulling back though? Now Google's pulling back. All right, guys. So we're at 1095. I got to get on here again. All right, I got to protect my members, guys. So did it just dip? Damn. Nope. So it said, all right. So SPY's pulling back a little bit. Come on. Hold on here. Where's my short? There it is. All right, guys, we're getting close to the $10 area. Sorry, guys, I'm drinking here or drinking juice. I'm not. All right, 1095.47. All right, let's see if we could break through this area and just start dropping down to the 10. Maybe that's 382 at 1093. So it starts to break towards that area at 1095. I will, well, come on. Everybody together, let's start yelling at the screen. Maybe that will help. You got to remember, people went long for the last couple days. They got this nice move. You got some profit takers there because these markets are so crazy. If I went long here, I'd be done. This trade would have been done on this pop, and I would have been out. Thank you very much. On to the next one. It's always easy to see after the fact, guys. You have the use alerts. Do not miss price chart. Yeah, you know what? I do. I'm going through so many things all day long. I was focused on the Facebook trade today, looking at that one. Oh, yeah, I can set alerts. Guys, I'm doing so much here. I'm making videos, live streams, Twitter, videos, talking to all my members with emails. It's like, I'm only one person. And then to set alerts and do all this stuff. If I miss trades, I miss trades. What are you going to do? I was just looking at that one there. So wait a second. Let's see. All right, keep an eye on the Goog trade. I just want to see what this MCY is doing. Yeah, look at that, guys. Starting to go. I tell you, tomorrow we could be right up, but this is nice. It's nice to see that. Cheap for $30. Most are dull. Oh yeah. And if you're doing live stuff, they're at least 100. At least. It's not cheap. It's inexpensive. That's the correct terminology. It's inexpensive. That's right. I just want to keep people out of here that just want to troll, just want to, StockBookie, you suck, this and that. I've had that for years. I was doing live streams in 2015, and oh my gosh, we were killing it too. We were doing really good. But just want to deal with it. I'd rather charge people and a lot of sorry, I'm not a marketing major. Yeah, exactly. No, I used to sell I still do sell printing, but people don't. It's not cheap. It's inexpensive. It's like, oh, whatever, dude. Once you know your clients and once they understand you, man, go there. It's cheap. So yeah, for $30, come on. Like in the last 8 days, we've had great trades. The only one that got us was Facebook. And that one, if you took one put at $250 or whatever the average price, or actually if you took two, you'd be in it for 500. You're down right now, but you're still in the option. Doesn't mean we're down and out. If the markets pull back, that will pay us, or at least get back to break even. But again, it was a spec play. If you took the Google and Amazon put play and made the couple grand, you put 500 into that trade, big deal. You lost $500. Who cares? If you took this Google trade right now with 100 shares, you'd be killing it right now. Oh, if you guys follow me for a while, it's probably my mom. Hold on. Hello. What? Oh, gosh. Hold on, guys. My phone's dead. Hello. Gosh, another politician. All right, so what was I saying? So yeah, so let's keep an eye on this one. But yeah, if you took this one trade, even with 50 shares, we get $10 on that. It's $500. That's for the year. We had about at least 8, probably more than that. The intraday stuff I don't put on my position list because we're just in and out. But we even a couple, 6 months ago, we had probably 15 days in a row where we had winning trades on every day. Guys, I have over 400 trades on the year. We're 80% win rate right now. We have over 300 winners right now. And about 76 losers and then open positions. 30 cents average? Nice, Todd. I like that. Hold on for November, at November 16th expiration. I mean, if Facebook stays here, they will go to 0. But yeah, why not $180 risk? If these markets tank like I think they will, if we get a retrace down, I think we get one more to 250, guys. If we get that drop to 250 on the SPY, everyone's head's gonna pop off. And they're all gonna be running for cover. That's when everyone's gonna be all these guys on CNBC. They're all gonna be like, and it's like, well, let's bring the guy out who upgraded Amazon at that 2000. You know, now it's at 1600. Let's bring him out again. You know, and these guys are, you know, Wall Street guys. What's the average size of money you use to trade? 25K. Well, if you have 25K, you want to go, the max option position would be 3%. So I always do a $100,000 account. So the max you want to do on a $100,000 account is $3 grand. I would go at 1.5%. I would do $1,000 positions. That's it. Now on a share position with a $100,000 account, it's no more than 10% of your total portfolio in any trade. I like to do 5% trades. I'd rather be in, you know, 50 trades with a 5% position than go in, you know, 5 trades with a, you know, or a 4 trades with a 25% position. 50 trades are easier to manage, especially at 5%. You're in trades at $5,000. If that goes against you 50%, you're losing $2,500. You're not getting killed. Damn it, Google's going right back up. Look at that. They're pegging it towards the 20 MA here. Darn it. Even here, it saved it here, pushed it up. Yeah, that little push down, we should have just dumped it out. Anyways, protect this trade, guys. SPY's still holding the 20 MA up here intraday. Google's trying to catch a bid. We're at 1099.80 now. Someone came in and sold right here. Took out the position. I mean, you get a move like this off this bottom, you know, $1,000 just to say you get a 100-point move. Get the hell out. What are people waiting around for? That's what I never understand. You get a 100-point move on a stock and you're thinking about selling that thing? Oh my gosh. Especially for a short-term trade. But I shouldn't say that. I guess what you're looking at now is, you know, well, SPY, everyone's buying the dip, and Google was at a pretty good price, and CNBC said it was low, you know, the stock was cheap, you know, stuff like that. And it's kind of like, you know, what are we getting here? But look, though, down sideways. This is a little bit of a bearish pattern. Will we have enough left at 1230? Maybe. You get down sideways, that's setting up for lower prices. But we need the SPY. SPY starts going. Remember, when the SPY dipped here, that's when we started dipping on this one here. All right, here we go. SPY starting to pull back a little more. Nothing crazy, guys. but it is. Hey, every little bit I could get in this trade, I'll do it. You know, it'll help us. But I'm tempted to maybe hold overnight. Maybe we'll see. Didn't go very well on the Facebook one for us, but at least we're right there on Facebook though, so I'm not that worried about that one. Let's see here. Gosh, one more pullback. Come on, SPY. Let's see a nice dump into the end of the day. I want to see on the SPY here, though. One thing. Yeah, we're just not. A little more. About 275 on the SPY, I like. A little bit more. If we could get there. Even 277. To buy some puts, you know. I mean, right now you could. But I think if we go up another couple bucks, I think we got even a better entry. 275, 276. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how this thing reacts on Apple's earnings. That's the only thing that's kind of keeping me out right now. Nvidia, too. All right. Yeah, so Damien, yeah, just keep it small, man. You know, $25,000. Yeah, just, you know, you start going $10,000 trades, $5,000 trades, they go against you, especially with puts or calls. You're going to be broke real fast. And that's when you go, you know, start adding in. Next thing you know, you're in $20,000 trade on a put trade or a call trade. And it's like, oh my gosh, please go up. Please go up. And that's when they just hammer you. That's why money management in my style of trading is so critical, guys. Just like Children's Place, guys. You take that trade, you got to expect that this thing could possibly go back up again and retrace. Damn, I wish we would have caught that right there. We would have been out of the trade already. But, you know, I like Children's Place. I like the fact that on the monthly chart, my price target right now would be 125. We hit this area a couple of times. If this comes right back in, it's going to go right through 125, right to 100. I'll be done with that trade, of course, but all right, 1099.41, 1098.92 on Google. I'm just gonna probably exit. They're getting me now. When you're sitting too long in one of these trades, I mean, I do like the pattern here, guys. 60 minutes sideways, still holding the 20 MA. SPY starting to come down a little bit more. Come on, one big dump candle here. That will bring these down to 1090. PM's coming back in. BA's coming back in a little bit. Tesla's holding up pretty good, though. Facebook's coming down a little bit. $1098.25 on Google. $1098.69. 65. Holding up. SPY's pulling back. IWM's pulling back. The DIA's pulling back. Cool. Look at the transports too. Only 65 up now. So everything's pulling back a little more. Still have 25 minutes left on the day. If anybody caught this trade, you know, just either get out of it, protect it. I'm gonna see if we get a little bit more on this one. I do like the pattern here. I want to take it into the next 10-minute candle and see what that does. You start get 70, 80 minutes sideways. I mean, it's still in a, you know, bullish stance above the MAs. But the SPY comes in, this will take it down. And then you're going to get some, just like at the end of the day on a short, you know, if you were shorting Google here, at the end of the day, look what happens. You start getting covering. So on a big up move, you start getting guys who bought the dip down here. You get a 100-point move, you start getting sellers up here saying, you know what, I'm good. 100 points, 50 points, 60 points, I'm done. Give me a second, guys. Hello? There, let me call you back. All right, bye. Yeah, for those who were in my live sessions years ago, yeah, my mom's calling, Well, we're 341 on the Dow. No, nothing really to do here, guys. Let's see if we could get this pullback on Google. I'll let you know if I'm going to sell it or cover it at the end of the day. I'm almost tempted to hold it. I like the area we're in. I like that we hit the 20 MA down in here and we came right back. We have really good resistance up in here as well, and the 1100 even number too. That's great resistance coming off of a 100-point push up into a big inside red bar. That could, that could easily pull back a little bit more. The other thing what we look for, if this thing pops up again tomorrow and just starts going sideways, then we just have to exit. But I think if we get the, another $5 here, $6, $7, I got to talk myself into holding it, guys. All right, SPY's pulling back a little bit more. I do like that. Qs are holding up, though, above the 20 MA. Everything got above the 20 MA and just trying to hold it. Got about 3 minutes left of this 10-minute candle. Let's see if we could pull back a little bit more. It was a pretty good live session today. At least we got one trade in. The Facebook trade, dang. We added a little bit more this morning. We took half off yesterday. Oh, that was it. Yeah, here, check this out. So I'm in Facebook yesterday. Computer goes down or internet goes down. I'm like flipping out. I'm watching CNBC, this thing tanking. And we're getting, I'm seeing it like 140, 139, 137. I'm like, oh my gosh. I call my broker. I'm like, hey, this thing starts going. I finally get through. We get out at 145. And we short it up in here. It's like, damn. Then it goes back up, comes back in. We did it again here. We covered half again here. So we made money on this trade. Went up on us again. We added more up here, pulled back. Now we're in it short again. So we're going to have to see what happens here. I still think we're pulling back. All right, guys, Google 198.63, 198.26. But yeah, oh my gosh. That hasn't happened in a while where your computer locks up or the program locks up. And you're in a big trade, and it's just like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Yeah, that hasn't happened in a while, let me tell you. Nothing worse than that. It's like, a couple thousand shares short of something, and the markets are ripping, and you can't get out of a trade. It's like, But yeah, that was a fun one. So 1097.53 on Goog. See if we get one more. SPY's coming back a little bit more. You can see the SPY coming down a little bit more. That should help our case. IWM's coming a little bit good. DIA. Everything's pulling back a little bit slightly, guys. So everything's a market trade right now. All right, Goog, come on. One good push. Let's see what we good. Good. All right, 1 minute. This candle's going to click over. If we close below the 20 MA, that should help the matter. If it pushes up above it, then we're going to have to wait for more consolidation. We're starting to run out of time here. Let's see what this brings us. All right, 196 on Goog, or 1096. All right, if it passes 1095, guys, I think I'm just going to get the hell out. All right, here it comes. At least I'm going to punch it in for my Twitter people. All right, guys, it's hitting 1095. At this point, I'm out. I'm installing it in, but I'm sending a Twitter feed to tell my guys, get out of the trade. Don't mess around now. All right, that was it for them. Hopefully someone caught it. There's a $10 trade. All right, guys, come on. If you're live with me, let's do this. Let's try to get to this 1092 area. All right, SPY's coming in a little bit more. That should help the matter. Let's see if we get. Let's see if we could get down to here, 270.48, another buck. That should help this trade. They're going to do everything they can. We have 88 million on the SPY. Volume starting to come in. Look at the volume, guys. So that means we got a little bit of selling coming in. You get a good 2-day bounce. Some sellers are going to come in and say, hey, you know what? I got that bounce. Thank you very much. On to the next trade. So maybe the 1095 would have been the area I should have got out at. So at least my Twitter guys got that out. Even if you didn't get out, 1095 is a 1096.99. Get out. I'm still in it, unfortunately. I should have dumped too. Oh, wow. But see what you get, though. You get that little bit of a dump. People start covering down there, at the even number, 1095, and they just take it, and then it pops up on a short covering. Market makers would love to squeeze this higher, but I like the fact that we went down sideways, started going down again. Let's see if we continue either going sideways, or I'd like to see it close below this low on this candle. That will tell us a little bit more. Gosh, look at that, though. As soon as it pulls back, right back up. Underlying bid in these markets are insane. Insane. Where's MCY? Is that thing still coming in? 59,674. Let's look at that one. Yeah, so that came in pretty nice. I would love, gosh, I would love to see it close below, right into this 58, 57 area, another buck. I don't know. I don't think we'll get it, but man. All right, so Google's trying to catch another bid. Markets are trying to catch another bid. See that, guys? SPY pulls back. What do we get? Because there's not a lot of trading in here today with the 88 million. Darn, look at that pop up. Yeah, shorts are covering. You get the quick pop. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. Protect this trade. If we do pull back in the next 20 minutes, just cover it. If it goes back to the 1095, 1094 area, I'm just going to get out of it as well. Let's see what we can do here. If you are following me on Twitter, or if you're not, I mean, at least they got out. Hopefully. I don't know how quick that Twitter is, but if the SPY continues to sell, this will go lower. So please protect this trade. Take this money, go to StockBookie.com and sign up. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'll be doing more free stuff. Like I said, if I could get 100, 200 people in here, holy cow, we'd be just ripping this up. It's up again. Gosh, the ISRG's up again. JPM up again. See, now I'm looking at areas to short calls, guys. But until the SPY hits a certain area, that's what I'm looking for too as well. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end this live session. I'm going to get ready for Halloween. I got to decorate my house, get everything ready. We're cooking some food, throwing some steaks on the grill, doing all that stuff. And going to have a good old party here at StockBookie's house. So, all right, guys, wait, before we go here. Why, Robert? You know why it's hard to get 200 people? Is there even 200 people on StockTwits or whatever? Well, I got 100 members now, so I'm doing okay with that. Just picked up a bunch in the last week or two doing the live sessions. But I think at the $30, they have to go to, yeah, I know that too. No, I hear you. That's why most of my members just want trades, which I'm good with. But I just love the intraday stuff. Yeah, okay, you're retired, Robert. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's easy then. But yeah, you know what? I have some people that are out of the country. They don't live in America, so they're trading at like 8 o'clock their time and stuff. So that helps too. You're joining. Thanks, bud. And yeah, I got people around the world. It's interesting. I talk to a guy out in Belgium all the time, and it's just like, wow, this is crazy. I was able to get part-time because of trading. Yeah, there you go, man. Retired cop. Nice. Hey, man, thanks for your service. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm the guy who's shaking all the cops' hands every time I see one, buddy. You guys put your life out there every flipping day, and then you got people, calling you names and stuff. But it's funny when someone needs a cop, you're the best friend. It's pretty amazing. Who do you call when you have trouble? You guys. But hats off to the cops. Oh, yeah, no problem, brother. I got some cop friends, too, so. All right, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Watch this trade. At this point, guys, we dipped that little bit right there. I'm probably just going to take it off, guys. I had a pretty good size position in this one. And I don't want to give anything back. But, I mean, the SPY's pulling. Damn, I hate these sessions right at the end. We hit pretty good, resistance. Mark, I mean, if we sell the 270, I think this thing would pull back another $5-6. But guys, if you're in this trade, just protect it or pull it off right now. It's almost $10 on the trade since we entered it. And then go to StockBookie.com, sign up, and spend your sign up for the year. Well, I don't have a yearly subscription, but Sign up for a month. Check it out. You'll get my intraday. You'll get my analysis every night on the SPY and everything. I'm going to be doing more. I think I'm going to do more nightly private sessions with those guys, just going over stocks and stuff like that. All right, 1095.57, guys. If you are not out of this trade, get out. I think we could go lower, or no. Don't even put a trailing stop. If you put a trailing stop, they'll pop it up and take your order. So just get ready. Put it in there at 1097. It goes down a buck, 1096. Goes down another buck, 1095. And then if it starts popping, just click it and then let them take you. All right, guys, we're at 1094.68. So going down a little bit more, 56. See how the SPY's selling though? And then we're dumping. This SPY comes in. We go another couple bucks. Look at this. 1094.34. Wow, 43. Oh, my name's John. Yeah, happy Halloween, B Rabbit. Yeah, I'm handing out candy this year with my father. He comes up. He had a stroke a couple years ago, so I hang out with him. He's got a little bit of problem talking to people and stuff now. Sad stuff. Love the man with all my heart, but man, terrible seeing him in this way. He's 75 right now. Maybe 79. My mom's 75 and killing me. So I invite them over too. We hand out the candy and we do that. No, it's John. Happy Halloween, guys. Get out of this trade, guys. 1095. Just exit. I want to protect you guys too. That was a good trade, even if you took 50 shares. I'm gonna hold though like a little piggy. No. I'll say 1094.58. And this is where you sit there, come on, one more push. And the next thing you know, last candle, we go straight up the green. And it's like, that sucks, you know. But, man, I love teaching people. I love the markets. I want to do more of this stuff. All right, 1093.70. That was the last one. 1093.34. 1093.46. All right, guys, I'm getting ready here. I'm getting ready. All right, SPY's coming in a little bit more for me. I can't get off. Facebook cannot close above 20 MA. Probably will keep rolling. Yeah, let's see what happens with that tomorrow. I'm still short in that one too. All right, guys, I'm out of this at 1092.54. 1092.54. I'm done. I'm not going to mess around anymore. 1092.54. 1092.54. But when someone watches this video at the end, they can see that. Well, I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm done. My throat's hurting me and everything. All right. You know what? I can hang out a little bit. I'm just like, oh man, these end of day moves. The next thing you know, click. Well, it's gonna flush. Hey guys, if you're in it, just hold it. It's gonna flush out now. But check this out though. So all right. So we're watching this one. Look what the IWM's doing, pulling back. Look at what the Qs are doing, pulling back. Look what the DIA's doing, pulling back. And one of the keys is here. Look at the IYT, pulling back. See, and this is the end of the day where the people who wanted to do a put, oh man, I got to do a put now. That's it. I'm buying puts. We're not at that level yet, though, guys. I mean, yeah, we go down tomorrow. You look like a hero. I mean, I guess if you wanted to, buy one put in the SPY. I'm not doing it. Just go light. And, we got a big bounce today. It could be led to more selling pressure tomorrow. Yeah. Everybody, all right. Yep. Happy Halloween. Yeah, I'm going to take off here. I gotta get these steaks out and get everything rolling here. We're doing baked potatoes, steaks. We got a little bit of broccoli and some corn and a couple other things too. My parents are bringing stuff in too, and I think we'll probably do a pizza for the kids, stuff like that. But yeah, we tear it up out here in Arizona. It's like 80 degrees out here and just perfect. So. All right, guys, I'm out of this Google trade. That's it, 1092.54. I am done for the day. It was a pretty good one. If you took that trade, congratulations on that. You made some pretty good money. If you took more than 100 shares, badass. Took a couple hundred, that would have been a $3,000 trade right there. So, well, not that much because we took half off. So, anyways, guys, have a great afternoon. Have a safe Halloween. Hug your kids. Give your wife a kiss. All that good stuff. You never know when. something can happen. So, all right, guys, God bless. Take care. See you on the charts.